All right. Red light is on. UFC Paris watch along. Coach Mike, Dave Van Auken. Look at that fight has in the background. I like that.
Look at that.
What's up, guys? We haven't done this in a minute.
Dude, it's been a while. Where the hell have you been?
Travel in the world.
North
Travel in the
Carolina.
world. Yeah, that was fun.
South Florida.
Yeah, we did a couple.
I think you did a Tennessee or something, right?
It just seemed like every time I went was a UFC pay-per-view.
Right.
So
Right.
when I called you a couple weeks ago, I'm like, hey, UFC Paris is during the day. I like it. It's hard to sometimes for I think both of us to get away from the kids during the day, but I was like, let's go. Let's do it. I love this card. I love the main event, co-main event, ginormous. The prelims are now over. Prelims were awesome, guys. I don't know if you guys been watching. Shout out to our guy. I think you were there maybe once or twice with our main man, Ente Delente, the heavyweight from PFL. 35 made his debut, wins in the first 2 minutes, gets a knockout. I'm telling you, when you see a picture of him, you're gonna be like, Dave.
I bet you. What's his name? How do you do it?
Ente space DEL. Yep.
Croatian,
Great guy.
Croatian mixed martial arts.
We talked to him a
fighter.
couple times out there.
Of course, there's no picture of him.
Yeah.
Of course.
Maybe that's a good thing for Wikipedia, not to have a picture of him. What's up, guys? Make sure like, subscribe, jump on that YouTube channel, sub the YouTube channel. It's been a good month for us for YouTube.
Oh yeah.
There you go,
dude. Of course. Yeah. I know this dude.
Ante. Yeah. We have a
big
couple.
dude. Yeah.
Dude, ginormous.
Yeah.
Ginormous. I think we were on the same bus with them on the way
Right.
back to the hotel.
Now, I know you guys can't tell from us sitting down, but I'm 6'2". Dave, you're all 6'2", right?
No. I'm 6 foot. 6 foot.
No, he's being modest. But anyway, going through my whole life, I've always been the taller guy.
Sure.
And I'm not used to like seeing people eye to eye or like looking up at people. It's very rare. Like I'm standing in a crowd, I'm looking over people's heads for the most part. When you go around heavyweights, you're as a 6'2" guy, and you're looking up at every single one of them. They're wider than you, broader than you. You're like, oh, these are different species of humans than us.
Exactly.
Like, I think of myself as a big guy.
Yeah.
No.
And I say this all the time, and it's so funny. You had a picture of Jillian. Her fight news finally just broke. We're having her on Tuesday. She'll probably be on tomorrow, by the way, with Elle Sunday Morning Brew. By the way, Elle Dawson's back Tuesday. Cannot wait. Even like Jillian, we'll get back into the heavyweights. No one realizes, dude, when she's I think it's so hard. I can't, as an older man, to say this about a girl, but I think she's thick. She's
with
dense.
a CK.
Yes.
Not, right.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Not Jillian, not using that. Let's go back to the heavyweights. These guys are ginormous.
Yeah.
Their shoulders.
Right.
They're just dense. They're thick, wide.
Right.
They're quads.
Right. And I mean, we've also been in the presence of some game bred bare knuckle heavyweights who are older.
Yeah.
At the tail end of their career, and they're still gorillas. I mean, UFC Hall of Famers walking past you, and you're just like, holy shit, that's a fucking silverback. I'm like a little spider monkey throwing my poop.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, they're
great
massive people. But
in their hands,
right.
Some of them, their hands are just ginormous.
Right.
Lunchboxes.
Right. And Elijah, if I'm saying that right.
I think you nailed it, by the way.
He didn't just get a win. He knocked out Marcin Tybura in the first round. So that's a big step up for him.
He was ranked, Tybura was ranked number 7th in the UFC heavyweight ranking divisions. Like I said, PFL, I think he was a champion maybe once, or at least he was in the main event of the championship one time. First debut in the UFC. He probably is on Tuesday morning, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th in the UFC heavyweight rankings right away.
Right.
It's wild. It's just how quick that goes.
Yeah. I mean, what is it now? 2-3 years ago in Atlanta? I'm taking pictures of this guy.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows who he is. Yeah. I'm in Atlanta for my first ever PFL event, and he was there. So good for him. There's a bunch of PFL people jumping over. You guys had some great content. I told you this offline. Some of the interviews you got, especially with some of the big wigs within PFL, man. We tend to throw some shade at PFL because they're the minor leagues or they're second rate to UFC. But man, this guy talks the talk and talking about how they're still growing, they're still building. Like we're not competing. He said all the right things in that interview. In my mind,
he did. It was great.
I told you this. Coach. Like It was so
Coach.
impressive to see his answers. And you're like, why aren't you over here? And he's like, I'm on the same page as you, but also you got to go where that check is sometimes. So it's like, yeah, we get it. As fans, we want it here in Charlotte or Orlando or whatever. But, you know, if the Saudis want to write you a check, guess where we're going.
You take it.
Yeah.
How about PFL signing our guy, Brian Battle? Brian Battle.
Dude, he
missed weight twice.
For a day?
I know. Right? I literally got cut by the UFC, signed with DBX, and I was told it was a multi-fight deal for DBX. Gets a win under their banner that weekend. And then I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I give them credit that the PFL, you know, who knows what kind of deals and the agency management, whatever it is, and who knows if they're making a stink behind the scenes. I've heard in front of the scenes, hey, no, he got a better deal and they let him walk. And I just like, that's a little bit of like, hey, cool.
Right.
A man, like it's a manism, you know, it's like sometimes you can be too much behind that line and all the stuff behind the scenes. It was a good deal for the man, Brian Battle, and they let it go. So I was pumped.
Yeah. There's business, and then there's like the dirty side of business and, you know, screwing people over. And I think a lot of that comes from knowing who you are in the space too. You know, like if DBX makes it difficult for the PFL to sign their fighters.
Good point. Very good point.
Now you don't have a pipeline for people to feed the PFL, and the PFL is going to stop knocking on the door for your fighters unless they're undeniable. You know,
sure.
Of course, there's always that.
Sure. That's a really good point.
If you make it very difficult, you're hurting your fighters. And so, you know, if you're like, I'm going to get drafted by the minor league system of the New York Yankees or the minor league system of, you know, I won't pick on anybody, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might take the Yankees because I know there's a pipeline.
Of course.
You know, if other guys get stuck in low A and never improve in other organizations, I might not go there. So I think, you know, to your credit and DBX's credit, let the guy go.
Yeah.
And you know,
and it's just good also too. Let's just be honest. Everything that the PFL will post, the last thing is from them, you know, from DBX, some of the pictures, video, the knockouts, so on and so on. So I think it was really good for them. You know what else was really good for at least David Van Auken last night, watching the Kansas City Chiefs take a L. Okay. That was good for the Buffalo Bills. Man, it is so good to have football back. Dude, it is so good.
I love football.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to watch enough content of it though. You know, like we have Thursday night, we have Friday night, we have Sunday night, we have Monday night, the Bears baby.
Cannot wait. ESPN.
Who knows?
Cannot wait. I'll be watching.
You know, and of course you have college Saturdays. It's so much to take in. I just don't have enough time or enough subscriptions. I'm gonna have the bill I walked away from, you know, 6-7 years ago, creeping back up. I'm gonna be paying Paramount soon.
I know. Can't wait though. No $80 UFC pay-per-views pretty soon. So cannot wait.
Like that.
By the way, real quick, they're showing Nassourdine, Imavov walking into the arena. Cannot wait. I'm so pumped for this main event. Very, very excited. Probably, Coach Mike, the winner of this fight will fight Chimaev early in 2026. Yeah. Probably. There's Kaio, the leader of the Fighting Nerds walking in. But
he is something, huh? He is a lot to take.
He's got a sports coat on with glitter rhinestones, with no shirt, with a gold chain, with the neck tattoo. He's got everything with dark glasses. The shades, like, just all of it.
He is a vibe. Right
now. That's a Halloween decoration. You know, he's got it all.
Absolutely,
I can't wait.
Bit of it. There's some guys that walk in with their hoodie on. You know, some guys that walk in with their suit and they're all business, and then there's guys that are just a vibe.
Yeah.
You don't see them, you feel their presence.
I've been someone in the comment right here, Coach Mike goes, they're rooting for Kyle and Ruffy in the co-main event. Jillian was saying the same thing on Tuesday's shows. This Fighting Nerds team, and they're Brazilian, and they're what's the word? I think brass. You know, I think they're loud, but not over the top, if I could say, but they're loud to me. They're fun, but they have a ton of fans going, just like in this comment here. They are very fan friendly. A lot of people like them.
Yeah, and that's part of it too, is that vibe, like
Yeah.
I'm a Chicago Bears fan, as you guys know. Like, the reason the 85 team is still such a part of it is because of the characters.
Sure. The song.
Yeah, dude, which they recorded in like October of that year, if you don't know. The Super Bowl shuffle was made mid-season.
So if they don't
that's
make this,
how big their balls were.
If they don't make the Super Bowl, that song never gets out.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
But that's how, like,
I actually like it even more now.
Right.
I like it even more.
Maybe it was November, but it was before the playoffs for sure. But that, you don't remember that team.
Yeah.
Like, countrywide, if they're just, walking into the stadium with their suit on, all business, not
totally
characters.
agree. Totally agree.
So that is so much a part of this. And it's interesting to see how this all turns now that we've been talking about. They're able to just turn over stars in this business now. They don't need Connor. They don't need John.
Yep.
They just need fights. And if you lose and you're gone, okay, the next person steps up. They still got matchups. The matchups are their stars now. At least that's what some people theorize.
Yeah.
But these guys got the character.
Yeah.
So maybe this is going to show them, we do need the characters. We do need these guys to come out here and do more than just fight damn well.
And talking about stars, if Kaio, he's going into enemy territory with Imavov here, and if he gets this win, catapults him to the Chimaev fight. I don't think it's going to happen anyway. I think Chimaev will be world champion until he does not want to, right?
Yeah.
But if, stuff happens and Kaio gets him, whatever, if Kaio beats Imavov and then beats Chimaev, and you just saw him walk in there, like, I do believe that this man Kaio can become a superstar. I really do. I think he has superstar potential. With that all said, I have Imavov winning the main event. I have the Frenchman getting the job done. So there's spoiler alert right now.
There you go. Spoiler alert. We'll address that again right before it starts. Yeah.
It's wild how sometimes talking about like making stars in the UFC, you almost don't know that you're making a star until just wins. Like wins happen and moments happen. I don't know if you watched Tuesday. I love it. I've said it 100 times under this banner. I love the Dana White Contender Series, and a guy in the main event won the fight, and he became a little bit of a star. It was awesome. His story was great. He was out of somehow the Gracie camp, but out there in Vegas, and he had people cheering for him, and he gets a head kick knockout. And he had the look, good looking young guy. And like, they're all like, hey, when do you want to fight again? Like, they're ready to spin this guy quick. So if you win, they make stars.
Well, I think that
I agree, by the way. I agree.
What's
No one's beating Chimaev. I agree.
Unless someone catches him because he decides to stand and bang for half a round and he gets caught or something like that. But we haven't seen that's even a possibility yet. I think, the other side of my prior argument is, the Fighting Nerds is creating that within like a camp.
Yeah.
Within a gym. ATT has that where it's almost the gym. It's like, well, who's next out of ATT, right? You have so many superstars and so many people going for the belt coming out of AT&T. You got a reigning champ, you have former champs, you have people fighting for belts. Who's next? This might be one of those things too, where they just create a culture within what they're doing that the talented people start to funnel through there because they want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that either, because characters do attract attention.
Of course.
Success attracts it better.
And I think it's any kind of team or sport, you need that. They're showing up the main card, first fight. William Gomez is about to walk out here in a couple minutes. But I think if every champion was an American wrestler who didn't talk trash, that would not be cool. But if there was one, I like that guy. And then if there's a Brazilian who's flashy, I like that guy. If there's a Dagestanian wrestler, okay, cool. If there's a powerhouse knockout guy, like they need the rainbow, pun intended, maybe. Sugar Sean O'Malley, like he's a different character and definitely a superstar. Maybe not as much as anymore. And I keep saying, going back to that, because he lost 2 fights in a row to Merab Dvalishvili. If you win fights and win them consecutively, you will become some high, maybe never the Conor McGregor type, but you will become a star. You will.
Right. Yeah, first and foremost, you got to take care of business in the octagon, right? Yeah, 100%.
Got to win.
A lot of times, we've seen it before where, someone celebrates doing the worm and blows out a shoulder. Like, you can't be so much of a character that you lose sight of what your primary job is, right? Like you can't do it to the detriment of winning in the cage. But yeah, no, the difference is that's the spice of life, man. If we were all the same, every fighter looked the same, no tattoos, just straight laced, regular guy.
Yeah.
It'd be so boring.
It would be. It really would.
It would be so boring.
And it's funny sometimes the wild tattoo guy, I'm like, I stay away from. And then sometimes it could be the same wild tattoo guy, but there's just a thing off, a thing different that I might know about him personally, whatever. He's a family guy, or he takes care of dogs on the week, whatever it is. And it's like, dude, I connect with that guy. Right. It's really weird how that works. You stick with your guys. Like we talk about all the time, Elle brings up the Belal Muhammad, Merab Dvalishvili type. Like they're very similar fighters or fighter types. Merab Dvalishvili now beloved, like he's a fan favorite. People love him, and Belal Muhammad, couldn't sell out a South Daytona Walmart.
Yeah, and
like no one cares.
Yeah, and Belal, it's not for lack of trying. I feel like Belal has put himself out there, but Merab has also put himself out there in like a goofy way. Like he was trolling Sean before their fight was even announced. But both of them made themselves indisputable in the sense that like you have to give us a chance because they just kept fucking winning.
Yeah.
Like the number one. And that's the knock on Belal. Like, yeah, he's dry and he's corny but he just keeps winning.
Even if the machine doesn't like you. And it's brutally, it's just out there. It's obvious. They kind of don't.
Right.
But if you keep winning, like it doesn't make sense. Like they sooner or later, like, yes, we have to give him this fight.
Right.
And we're hoping he doesn't win. We're hoping and he wins that one. It's like, after he lost to Jack Della Maddalena, they're like, oh, that's it. Never again. You got it. You got it.
Right.
Who is okay? Good question. Coach Mike, they go, who is winning knockout of the night so far? They threw out two options. Our guy Ante from the PFL knocked out Marcin Tibori. I believe in him. 54 seconds, a minute, something like that. And then Sam Patterson knocking out Trey Watterson. Trey Watterson's a Florida guy. I saw him live, I believe, in Orlando. There's been a couple. There's been some good TKOs.
A lot of first rounders. Yeah.
I give it probably to Ante. Making his debut, fighting in the UFC. I'm a little bit bias on that. I just think a heavyweight getting a knockout in first minute or so. I like that.
And listen, we'll be the first to tell you we are biased.
We are very biased. We're honest about it. Yeah,
and we'll tell you when we are.
Other media companies and podcasts out there have their favorites too. They're just sneaky and lie to you guys about it. We're not. We're
I mean, we got submission. We got second round submission, first round KO, third round KO, first round KO, first round KO, first round KO, first round KO. A little bit of a pattern on the prelims, huh?
And this happens, and I'm hoping to jinx ourselves right now. Usually when the prelims are that crazy, main card disappoints. That's usually how it happens. So
we're going to watch every minute of these fights.
Yeah. I'm hoping to jinx us right now.
Yeah, right. I mean, we're totally biased. So we got to say our guy from the PFL that we met. It was so funny that first I'd look at Dave like, hey, aren't we going to interview that guy? He'd be like, he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I'm not. I probably got to do it more, but I am. If
right, but there's no interpreter there.
I don't think for that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is, sometimes they're not. Even when there is, it's a really hard interview because I say something, and also too, I just be honest, my style, I'm very, I think, sarcastic or funny or one-liners, or it's more of a conversation. I don't do, hey, your fight camp was how long? And it's just not my style.
It's not. It's not question answer. Yeah. And they're not all the interpreter that we see on UFC who does Portuguese.
Dude.
Like
it's so funny you said that. He started to follow me on like my personal Facebook as just like a normal person.
Yeah.
And I showed it to Susie, and she was like, wait, that guy is, follows you on Facebook. I'm like, yeah,
we've met him.
Dude, I do the dumbest thing sometimes, and she doesn't. I'll be holding a press conference in Las Vegas, and ginormous, millions of people watching on Kick on the Aiden Ross show. She does not care.
Right.
But I think his name's like Fabio or something like that. He follows me on Facebook, and as soon as he wants to give me a kiss on the cheek, I made it.
Hey, whatever it takes to impress our girls,
True. I got another one for you. You'll love this. We're last Sunday night. We go to the Tortugas game. Shout out.
You went?
Yeah.
Oh, we were gonna go.
The whole city was there.
Dude,
Mike, the whole city was there.
We were gonna go, and I just didn't feel like going. Then I found out it was a double header and only 7 innings. I was like, screw it.
It was great. I'm sorry.
I should have texted you. I was gonna text you to see if you were going.
We went. Anyway. Everyone was there.
Volusia County Schools Night. So
exactly. That's where we went. All the teachers were there, and all of our basketball team and soccer teams. It was awesome. It's so cool. I love our community. It's great. So we're watching the baseball game, and when I'm there, Coach Mike knows this, and anyone who knows me personally knows this. Both girls are kind of sitting on me, over me. It's like a zoo in our little row here, and it was packed, by the way.
87 degrees, humid.
Of course. And first fight's about to begin. I'm gonna try to get the story in just in time. The camera person for the Daytona Tortugas is like a couple rows away, spots me. I see him looking at me out of the corner of his eye, and I'm like, oh, and he starts walking. I was like, okay. And my daughter, beautiful Taylor, has a Elsa dress on. I'm like, oh, they're gonna want to take a picture of like a dad and the daughter. Yeah, like that's what I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Cute family shot.
The guy comes right to me. He's like, are you Dave with Fight Bananas? I'm holding my daughter. My wife is right there. And like, I kind of like snicker a little bit. And Susie goes, yeah, it is. And he's like, awesome. He shakes my hand. He's like, dude, I watch your stuff. I watch you all the time, dude. This is awesome. So I was like, thank you. Shook his hand. Didn't take a picture, but like, he just wanted to say that. Right. Then I'm not even joking. There another family over. There was just a mom. We were around a lot of families, and there was just a mom looking at me. My hair was looking nice that day, but I'm like, I'm with my wife. I got the girls around, but I just saw her looking after we leave. And Susie's like, yeah, that was crazy about that one story. And we were just joking about it. She's like, yeah, the funny thing is the mom next to us said she knew you too from Fight Bananas, but was too shy to say anything. I was like, all right, this is too much, guys. This is going too far.
Or she was waiting for Susie to go to the restroom.
It was so funny because they talked. I saw them talk. I was like, oh, maybe Susie knows each other. All right, first fight started.
First fight. Here we go.
It was crazy time at the Tortugas game.
Dude, I
was
so lazy.
Dude, I should have called you myself.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, are you going to school night? And
it was great.
And then I found out it was the last game of the season. I was like,
yeah,
oh, man.
Really that up. What else? They were giving stuff away too. We got something. We got like a base. Oh yeah, we got a baseball.
We got Ruchala and Gomez.
Gomez is real good, but
featherweight bout for those wondering. 4 minutes and 20 seconds in round 1. So it is fun to talk about fights, but we also talk about other things in case you guys weren't aware. Whatever comes up. This is how Dave and I catch up. We either spend an hour on the phone bullshitting and say, man, we should have saved that for Saturday.
Yeah.
Or
and every
we
time
catch up here. Did you notice I was short with you on the phone the other day? I was like, I can't be on the phone with him for half an hour and have nothing to talk about.
And we usually, it's like, hey, I got one thing for you. Yeah. I got a 30-second thing. Like 52 minutes. Yeah. Dude, these outside leg kicks by both men, but from Gomez. Gomez is doing a lot of teep kicks to the body, but he's also banging up Ruchala's leg. Just uber quick. Oh, nice jab by Gomez.
Oh, good left hand.
Gomez looks good.
He smiled at him.
Featherweights.
Gave him the obligatory, yeah, that one hurt smile. Trying to tell him it didn't hurt, but we know it did.
So it was a crazy week in our space, Fight Bananas space, but especially yesterday. It was the weigh-ins for this. Jillian Robertson's fight got announced finally December 13th. The White House stuff, like I said, Brian Battle signed with the PFL. It's just a lot of moving parts, but I don't know, Mike, if you saw or how much you saw into it, but the UFC White House deal is like done. We all thought it was going to be on July 4th, 250th anniversary. It's not on July 4th. For somehow it just didn't work out. It's in June. So the month before, kind of cool, different, whatever. It's in June. But then just some of the things.
Just got Gomez down, by the way.
Yeah, nice little takedown. They're going to do weigh-ins at the Lincoln Memorial. There's even talks about having the fighters walk out from the oval, or literally his room, walk out into the lawn. Like it's going to be insane. Someone who's a fight fan and was early in this thing and wasn't on cable TV to it coming out of the White House. It's crazy. It is going to be absurd.
Crazy is a word I would use to describe it. That's one of the words. Yeah. I'm probably on the opposite side of the spectrum from you in regards to this whole situation. So I'm going to reserve a lot of comments.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make me happy. I'll just say
really?
That. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, here's the weird thing about it. I've said this, I think, to you at least before. I have a very romanticized outlook on what that city represents.
Yeah.
In the history of our nation.
Is it just the UFC thing, or if they had a football game on it, it would still bother you? It's just like sport being there, or or is it more the?
I think a lot of the BS is around that. Yeah, like the Super Bowl winner going to the White House to meet the president. And, depending on which president is, half the team doesn't show up.
Right. I think is, I never like that. Even if I say this all the time, and this is just my 2 cents, even if you don't like the person or whatever that is, or one side or the other, I just, as an American, whoever was there, any side, young, old, male, female, white, black, whatever it is, I would go there. And if the president was giving our team, the Bloodline 8U, the championship award, I would go there and say, thank you, President of the United States of America. That's just me. That's my 2 cents.
Right. And I think this is a further extension of that, and I think because politics are so divisive lately, I mean, Dana White is very clear of how well he's been treated by Donald Trump early in the UFC's life. And how well they've worked together from a business perspective. And that's irrespective of politics. I don't know how Dana White votes. I assume he voted for Donald Trump. Probably pretty conservative to begin with, as far as, the way he sees politics. I could be dead wrong, but so irrespective of politics, they're buddies, they're business partners, so they go back, their history goes back.
Right.
I just don't think that a sporting event should take place on the lawn of the White House. Now, the other argument to that is this, and this is where I have to try to justify that, right? It is a residence. So people tend to get upset sometimes when there's an Easter egg roll on the front lawn of the White House. Say, hey, separation of church and state. And the argument has always been historically, well, that's his residence.
Right.
Why are there Christmas trees in the White House? He's putting down the Jews and he's putting down the, Ramadan. And it's like, well, no, it's his residence.
Right.
So he can,
And actually, I heard that too. I heard that. And I heard that's why they weren't and that's why I heard a big part they are doing it on the lawn of his residence. I actually heard a little bit of that.
Right. And so that's what I have to justify that. I have to say, well, if I'm okay with the Easter egg roll, I have to be okay with this.
Right.
And I don't know if I'm
again, like I am, and I didn't know this was going this way. And this is a really good fight right here, guys. I'm probably watching with us. We had Gomez, or at least I had Gomez winning first round. Good fight.
Yeah.
Fun energy. I'm telling you, this is going to go the distance. I think every fight in this main card is going to go the distance. I jinxed it. I told you guys. Every prelim was knockout. All these are going.
They are featherweight, so it's likely.
But just like, I heard, I'm on the internet. It's what I do, for Fight Bananas, and I'm on it. I see so much, and so many people are like, oh, you can't do anything on the lawn. You blah, 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 blah. I was like, you can have concert. Like other presidents and other people have had music out there. Again, I know you kind of said it and nailed it for me in a way, and maybe you weren't wanted to, but it was just like, it's the president's house, his residence for 4 or 8 years, his term or her term. So yeah, I for me, and I've said this multiple times, it is great for the sport that I cover. And when I say it all the time, when people are upset with Brock Lesnar got in or CM Punk had a fight, I say it all the time. I think it's good. Anything that brings more eyes or more people to the sport, and it's going to bring casual fans, and they're going to look up one time, and we're going to post about it, and they're going to look up White House, and Fight Bananas will come up, and then boom, well, that's how it happens.
Right.
So.
And that's, it probably won't be so much of an issue because, how do I say this politely? The sport tends to, people who gravitate to the sport tend to fall along certain lines. And,
takedown again.
Another takedown by Ruffy. Yeah.
Ruffy.
And, I'm not saying anything people don't know. You concern about Donald Trump being so polarizing that people go, oh, UFC and Donald Trump are best friends? Cool, I'm never watching the UFC. Now, I don't feel that way. I don't like the man, but I'm not going to not watch the UFC because he's involved. If I was, I would have tuned out a long time ago when he showed up at his first pay-per-view,
Right.
I just, I agree that it's going to be, with anything like this, it's going to get clicks. It's going to get attention.
I think it's going to be pretty big.
And I just don't like the idea of marrying those two things. I don't want my politics to be a media circus more so than it already is. I like my politics in my politics. I like my sports in my sports. I've never liked when the president shows up at the Super Bowl. Now, he shows up to the Army-Navy game. Understandable. He's the commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
I was there when Clinton showed up in the 90s because my cousin was at the Naval Academy. But I kind of like those two worlds kept separately. So that's at the heart of it. That's kind of how I feel about it. But will I tune in? It'll be on Paramount, so you're damn right I will.
Yeah. So Gomez to me is winning the stand-up fight, but now this has been the second time Ruchalla's got him down. Not a lot going on, but he's definitely controlling him, getting him into some, positions that he's in control and is winning. So there, we talked. There's a great question. We talked about this last week on Tuesday's show, and we'll definitely keep on talking about it. It will be a button topic. Surely American fighters will headline the card. I don't know. Tell us who it is. Yeah, the White House card.
Yeah, and tell me, push back on
I can't see Ilya Chimaev on the card.
Yeah, push back on my comments. I want to hear some feedback on that. I'm just,
I really don't know what the headline fight's going to be. And I would assume or think they want to go the American route. It makes sense. I get it, but I just don't know who that is.
Well, Kayla met with him this week.
Yes, there is one American world champion, and it's Kayla Harrison.
Kayla's going, hey, Donald.
I think they can definitely wait to June, and I think they can, both girls are not, both ladies, women are not in any hurry. So I think that will happen. But I'm just going to I don't think Harrison Nunes headlines the card.
No, but imagine if it's like a 300.
No, I definitely think. But then that goes back to our mysterious question. I don't know what headlines. I really don't. Usually I have a feel for it.
Co headline.
Yeah. I think
she could be third down.
Easy, or they could be the co-main event. That's
right.
That could arguably that's the biggest female fight in the history of the sport.
Right.
Arguably, it's massive, and it's a.
Now here's the other storyline. Johnny Bones is saying, "Hey, put me on this card," but 2 seconds ago, Dana's saying, "I can't trust the guy."
Right.
That's the fight to make. England versus the U.S. On the fucking White House lawn.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're buying in, which I'm not, if you're pushing all your chips in the center on that, Bones knocks him out or chokes him out, and America wins again 250 years later.
That is loud.
Yeah. Chef's kiss, come on.
But And maybe Dana, it's like as a father, I know sometimes what things to say and what moves to make about my kids when they're not listening or doing good. I know exactly what to say at the right time to kind of get my way, right? I don't know if Dana White's saying that to say, hey,
round 3 about to start.
Yeah, really good fight too.
Yeah.
John, you have to shapen up or you're not going to do it. I don't know. I really don't.
Right.
I don't think Dana trusts John Jones enough to be like, yes, you're going to headline against Tom Aspinall on this card. And if something happens, he's out. The main event can't get canceled.
Right.
It can't. It would be.
It's not Conor.
Yeah, I don't think it's Conor.
Can't trust him.
We just saw a comment up here. They go, might get Conor versus Diaz. Dana said that's more likely to happen than Jones. I'm like,
which means Jones ain't happening.
Right, exactly. No, that's right. Guys, this is my point. I've been saying this for a couple weeks. Yeah, bad eye poke.
Bad eye poke.
I don't think McGregor gets on this card, guys. I don't think it's. You got to be trustworthy.
Listen, we are Conor lovers through and through, but you have a for all intents and purposes an easy fight against Michael Chandler, and you pull out supposedly for a toe injury.
Yeah.
I mean, there are guys coming into the octagon tonight with worse injuries than that, most likely. You can't. Full on poke.
Bad eye poke.
Yeah. Why would you even do that and then stick out your finger? Like he fainted and then went yank.
Because his hand didn't get there. It didn't get here, and he wanted to I think it's maybe more of a natural instinct. He's like, I'm getting you, and I'm like, oh, I'm not. It's like, okay,
maybe, yeah,
because I haven't seen him at all throw. I haven't seen him do the finger thing to that.
Right. So I think Conor's not happening. I think John Bones Jones ain't happening.
Best comment of the day right here. Maybe Grant Dawson and Michael Chandler. I like it.
Listen,
we like it.
We would love. And
Grant would love to fight that card.
People supposedly love Michael Chandler fights, so they're tuning in for that card anyway. But he's exciting, man.
Yeah,
the two of them get in there and scrap.
And
that would be a hell of a fight.
Good old American boys.
Hell of a fight.
I think guys like Chandler. I think Covington, Strickland. There's a lot of very bold Americans that Bo Nickel to me will be on that card, and then they'll fill it out. I just don't know what will lead.
I mean,
very good sportsmanship there.
You mentioned Colby. I mean, he's wearing the MAGA hat and all that. Like, is he even fighting? Like,
well, he hasn't fought in a long time.
That's what I mean.
It was last December.
Was it really?
Yeah. So it's going to be. He doesn't have anything on the books right now, and because he was the last fight of the year.
So it's another 9 months until that.
Yeah. So that's a year and a half, and that's what I mean. He could,
but I mean that's kind of his MO is he doesn't fight very often.
Correct. Now, especially now.
Yeah.
No, we talked about this. Sean O'Malley was a guy we talked about for sure, and he's a lot of rumors. He is fighting in December. Probably he's going to be against Yong Dong Song. I think they're going to try to get him a win. That's like a top 5, top 7 win. So that gets him back into a big fight.
Yeah,
but
the conversation. Yeah.
The thing I say, and this is probably maybe the UFC's dream, is if Corey Sandhagen next month, in a couple weeks from now, fights Merab, and if Sandhagen wins the championship and Sugar can get another win outside of Merab fighting in December, and then they book Sugar and Corey. I said that could maybe headline the White House because those are two Americans. Championship fight. Sugar Sean O'Malley is definitely one of the big faces of the UFC.
Timing would work out.
Yeah, the timing would work out. So that I threw that out there. It could. I don't see Sandhagen beating Merab.
I was going to say, Corey's got to win, right?
Yeah, I do not see that happening. Poatan, he needs to beat Ankalaev, or maybe how about Poatan versus Aspinall for the heavyweight championship? That's something, guys.
2 non-Americans.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And that's it. Then you get into the biggest names like Ilya, Chimaev, Islam Makhachev if he beats JDM. Oh, this is a good comment. They go 100% Sean Brady. Let me put it up for you guys. 100% Sean Brady will headline that card for the 170 title if JDM wins, like Sean Brady versus JDM. That's not bad either. That's not bad. I think Sean Brady will fight in December too. If it's against a Ian Gary or a Shavkat, or he's going to fight someone. He's an American guy, Philly. I like that. Not the biggest buzz, but very good fighter. So and a lot can change in 9 months in MMA and the UFC for sure. But it's just wild to me that I don't think there's a clear cut one.
No, and that's the tough part about who our champions are right now. They're
Pantoja,
yeah,
Marab,
yeah,
Volkanovski, Ilya, Jack Della Maddalena, Chimaev, Ankalaev, a lot of V's, and Aspinall.
Yeah. And then on the women's side.
So in the women's side, we're going to have Dern or Verna because that title's vacant. And then Weili has moved up to Valentina. And then the other one, you got the American Kayla Harrison versus.
So literally one out of 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. 1 out of 11 is American. So unless that changes between now and then.
Max Holloway's the BMF champion, kind of. He's an American.
So, yeah. So,
that'd be fun.
Kayla is your co-main.
Yeah.
BMF is your co-main.
Okay.
So you have a fake belt, a real belt, and then a main event could be.
Hey, like Aspinall, Poatan.
Aspinall, John Jones.
Ilya, Islam.
Right.
And then I don't disagree. You throw another one on there, like you throw Sugar versus someone, Colby versus someone, Strickland versus someone,
or someone like Volk.
Oh, who does? I think America loves Volk. Everyone loves Volk.
Loves Australians, man.
Yeah. Pat McAfee was over there last week. Gomez, I think to me won enough in the third round. Definitely standing there. And he actually got Ruchella down. Bell is over. I got Gomez winning this fight, guys.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They both had their moments. The eye poke definitely slowed them down that last round. I don't know. That's tough.
You on the fence?
Americans love Australians. They were, I don't know if you know this, World War II, a lot of our naval bases for the Pacific Theater were in Australia. So like my wife's grandfather met his wife in Australia. So like he was on a submarine and their port of call was in Australia. So, he met his wife there. And, we have a love affair with Australians. They start talking and, shrimp on the barbie. We're like, they're so cute. Look at those.
Salt of the earth.
Look at those people down
Salt
under
of the earth.
the kangaroos and spiders and shit, Like we love ourselves a good Aussie, So English is his first language. It might be, Australian English, but, it's closer than some of the other languages, like as a second language. And I'm not being racist, just so you know. Like we're slicing this like between American or non-American. So we're just, how far are we willing to move that over? Like if we can't get Aspinall and Jones, is Aspinall the next best bet because he's British, and we're buddy with the British? I don't know.
All right, the result, Buffer.
Let's see. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. 30-27.
Yeah. I had a 29-28 for Gomez.
29-28, and then,
But Gomez wins by UD.
There it is.
Damn. Doing better on the text right now. Look at this.
Look at you.
I'm doing better at it.
I mean, what you want, and again, if you're pushing all your chips in on this event, which I'm not necessarily, you want to go big. You don't want in my mind, if we're going full on America here, like you want some big boys about to put each other's lights out, like a Derek Lewis kind of fight.
That's a good one. Derek Lewis. And that's a fun one.
You want some dudes that can potentially put each other's lights out. if we're gonna do it, make it a spectacle. Let's turn somebody's lights out on the lawn. So Derek Lewis could be up there on that card.
Yeah. And it's 9 months. Imagine whatever Derek Lewis fights a top 3, top 4 guy. We got Coach Mike here on the 1s and 2s on the rankings. How about he beats Sergey Pavlovich, and then Derek Lewis goes from 9 to 3, and then Lewis versus Aspinall in the main event of the White House.
Yeah, right. And
how about that?
Right. And the best thing about Derek Lewis is he's going to have shit to say afterwards. Like some of it, sometimes, all right, Derek, what are you talking about, dude?
What a character.
But it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a moment. You put that microphone in front of his face on the grass of the White House lawn.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
His last, remember I think it was Nashville. He had a whole thing afterwards
about his wife.
Yeah, his wife. And then I think on the phone he was talking to Trump.
Yeah, supposedly he was talking to Trump.
So, something was going on. He is
taking a phone call from the president inside the office.
They're literally saying his name.
Right.
Bruce Bever saying his name. He's like, hey, what's that?
Yeah, hold on. I got the president. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's a lot can happen in 9 months, guys. I'm telling you. We're saying this, and the card is Lewis versus Aspinall, O'Malley versus Sanhagen, Harrison versus Nunes, Madalena versus Brady, and it's like we have an all-timer. Right. Max Holloway versus Colby Covington. Jelly rolls everywhere.
In Paris.
He was at WWE all last week. He's everywhere.
Joanna in the crowd. Joanna's always in the crowd. I mean, she's such an ambassador for UFC.
And she did make it at the end of, I think, the buzz, the pop. But if she was around now, she would be even a bigger star. She was so good. Yeah, I can't wait to see this movie. The Mark Kerr movie, The Rock. See The Rock lately?
Yeah.
Skin and Bones.
Yeah,
Skin and Bones.
Well, I saw.
What's your?
I saw Jason Kelsey the other day. He was on a YouTube channel that I watched. Since he retired, he's lost 30 pounds. So there's an aspect of it.
But Kelsey was
working to keep that
round. Like he was thick and round. The Rock.
Well, But point being, the amount of calories you have to eat to maintain that is a fucking job.
I don't disagree.
Whether you're Jason Kelsey
right.
or The Rock, you stop eating 10,000 calories a day, you're gonna lose. Because the only reason you're doing that is to be huge.
Right.
Because if you stop and keep eating, you're gonna get fat.
Maybe, and it sounds like you're maybe on the opposite of this, and that's I love it. I'm shocked by how quickly he just. It felt like you remember back in the day when we were kids, you put the water on the that thing, and the grass grew out of the head.
Yeah,
he is
Chia Pet.
Yeah, Chia Pet. The Rock went from 365 pounds to and I know it's nowhere close to this, but he looks like he's 190 pounds, skin and bones. Like
dude.
No.
Dude, he's like 6'3", isn't he? 6'4"?
No, 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah. He's probably 250 still.
He's ginormous.
Yeah.
But he looked
at his biggest, he's probably 290, 300, no?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Google
this fucking computer.
Google image The Rock at WrestleMania 40. So this was his last wrestling match. And it's funny because he wore pants, and he never really used to wear pants. And they said because his legs were so ginormous. Watch this. This is a year ago. Like, look at that sideways. Look at his arm. His arm is so big.
Yeah.
He's ginormous.
Yeah. No, I mean he's a big dude.
That's sideways to The Rock. I mean, to John Cena. Just look at the side of his body and his arm.
Yeah.
That is. And I think they're in Venice. So after this one, The Rock at the Venice movie thing. He is
right.
Skin and bones now.
What is your take on it? Like he stopped taking the sauce or something? Like,
for sure. Like that's for sure. And I don't want
more to it than that.
I don't want to think anything of like a lot of people thought he was sick. Like a lot of people thought he got sick.
Right. That's fair.
but That's what it may. And I'm not good at this at all, body and all that stuff. Even being off the sauce for 6 months, 7 months, you lose that much. You know the pictures I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the recent pictures. Yeah. I've seen them. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. You know, I watched this guy who this guy, Dr. Mike Israetel. He's got a weird sense of humor and he makes me laugh, but he has a doctorate in like physical education, science, and shit. I don't know the actual degree name, but like he knows his stuff. He isn't like doing bro science. You know, like he knows how the body works.
Yeah, we are. It is technical difficulties. We'll be right back. We see it, guys. We see it. I didn't.
Did they notice we were filling time?
Yeah. ESPN, they don't give a crap no more. They're like, go back to the college football games. Right. They're like, they're leaving us in 3 weeks.
Damn, go to Paramount, you sons of bitches.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're talking about The Rock, guys. I'm trying to stretch it as long as we can.
But yeah, this guy, Dr. Mike Israetel, he has a YouTube channel and he always breaks down like Hollywood workouts and he tells them what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, things like that. And he explains all the different types of steroids and HGH and what one does to help you maintain and blow up, and like how the different types of muscle, like some guys do all the workout, it doesn't matter. Like your muscles just aren't made, but there's a drug you can take that'll tell your muscle to do what it should do. All of a sudden you get huge. But like under normal circumstances, your DNA just doesn't allow your muscle to do it.
Right.
And so it's like, he knows all that science. So he'd probably be able to look at The Rock and be like, oh, well, that's because he stopped taking this, and this, because that's what he was on. Like,
right.
You know,
that's wild.
But, you know, at a certain point, you know, that becomes a problem, you know, like, especially if he went to the doctor and had a heart issue.
Sure.
And the doctor's like, hey, brother, you're too big.
Yeah. The liver.
Your heart's just working too much to pump all this blood.
Yeah.
Like there could be myriad reasons, you know,
right.
Like you said, you don't want to speculate on somebody's health.
Right.
But some dude shows up 40 pounds light and you're like, cancer?
Yeah, of course. That's the first thing I went to.
Right.
And like I know I'm so wrong on this, and we joke about it all the time. I don't know. My girls were always at soccer and different events, and I don't know if a kid is 18 months old or 9. There's somewhere like in that
he
realm.
Drove here.
Yeah. He has a mustache, and I think he's playing 8U soccer. I have no idea.
Right.
But when I saw that picture, like I know I'm bad at it. I'm like, he lost 75 pounds. Like he lost a human.
Right.
He lost Colin Van Auken.
Right.
It's wild. All right, we're back. They're about to walk in the ring. Whoa, we had technical. There we go. Look at this one right here.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, he's flexing here.
Yeah.
Dude,
oh,
you know what it is? Remember when Al Roker
lost
all the weight and they get that funny neck?
Yes, I do. I know exactly.
Like that. That is what he looks like in it. Like his teeth look big.
Yeah.
And his jaw looks. That's what Al Roker looked like when he lost all that.
Yeah, we're looking at. I'm sorry, guys. Next time I got to do a share computer thing or something so I can show you guys. Yeah, The Rock looks wow. And look at his arm there. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right.
The tricep area.
Yeah. Right. And the deltoids are not out.
Yeah.
You know, it's trapped. But I mean, I bet if you stood next to him still.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, oh, he's still a big boy.
All right. Sola, 10-0-1, the minus 135. Mr. McKee, 14-6-1 from Dublin, Ireland, plus 115 dog. A lot of close odds in this main event. The main event, I think, is almost a pick 'em. The co-main event, guys, Benoit Saint-Denis was a big underdog. And for this whole week, every single day has been bet down. And now Benoit is just a short dog. I think he was like plus 135, 140 last time I saw it.
Well, this is also what your boy Batista just did recently, too.
Yeah. But
he wanted to start expanding his roles in Hollywood and not just be the big guy.
But I, you know me, I'm big wrestling guy, and Batista, that happened over years.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's usually The Rock is all over all social media, all over everywhere. And he was just did this movie for the UFC, Mark Kerr, and he was a heavyweight, just looked absolutely ginormous. says Johnson, this is the Google, has roughly lost 60 pounds in approximately 1 year. It seemed a little bit less than that to me, just in, but it could be.
Because you got to remember the Mark Kerr movie we're seeing it now.
Right.
They're
so
probably filming it last summer.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
Totally agree.
So we were right, though. I said he's probably 250 now and was probably 290 then.
Nailed
so
it.
I wasn't far off.
Yeah.
This says he was 300 and he's about 240 now. So that's,
and I know
30 pounds of muscle heavier than me.
And that's what I mean. If we saw a guy walked in our room right now and 240 pounds, we're like, dude, you're ginormous.
Right.
But I seen The Rock at 300 pounds for 8 years. So
right.
And that's why I'm like, he's
exactly
dying on us.
Right. And most of that
here we
40
go.
pound is his upper body.
Right.
So he's going to look even bigger than me because I'm skinny. Right. I got it all in my legs. Not my gut. No.
I got it all in my
David. There's a fight on. Sola versus McKee.
Yeah. McKee is one of those guys. He usually fight doesn't go long, very aggressive. Can take a punch, throw a punch, and everything in between.
Welterweight bout for those unaware. 170 pounders.
I gotta make a William Gomez post. I forgot.
This is McKee is one of those guys with all of the tattoos.
All of them.
Massive one on his back. At first, with the way the numerals look on his chest, it caught my eye like German numerals. I was like, wait, what? But it's not. He's not a Nazi, so that's good. But the text, the font I'm talking about. I was like, wait, what?
The Nazi font?
Yeah. Oh, Sola just caught him with a nice left hand, but it's like an eagle. And then like numerals, I was like, what, dude? No, it's not. It's not. It's just, and then McKee is throwing back.
I make a lot of the posts for Fight Bananas, and my phone, because all those first round finishes, there were so many, all these finishes. So I put win, and then I wrote via, and it was already by first or second. That came up. I had to delete it to write unanimous decision. That's when you know you're having a good day.
Yeah.
That's when you know your fights are good. They're like,
first time you've had to do that all day. Right.
McKee's nose is already busted.
Yeah.
Busted loopy.
Yeah, that left hand that caught him instantly busted it up.
I say it all the time. I usually, if one guy is, I think they said it was 16-4, I believe, 14-4, something like that, and Sola was 10-0-1. Guys never lost before, doesn't know how to. I like that a lot. Yeah, McKee 14-6, and Sola was 10-1.
10-0-1. Yeah.
Give me the guy who has never took a defeat. Dude, Kyle's got all the Hollywood costume.
He's got what?
A Hollywood costume. He is just dressed up to the nines.
Yeah. Oh, Sola with the takedown. Nice double leg there. But McKee gets right up against the fence and stands right up out of it. That was nice. That was a nice get up there.
Man, everyone on social media is killing the UFC right now.
Why?
It wasn't that long, the technical.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was
come on, guys. Come on.
One conversation about The Rock later. We're back at it. Come on. They weren't even in the cage yet, everybody. Basically,
that is true. We didn't see any action. Didn't miss any action.
Yeah. Jeez.
Coach Mike.
Don't blame UFC. It's ESPN. Come on.
And I got to get that app now, too. I've always had ESPN Plus, and I was going to cancel it for sure.
Yeah.
But so the WWE PLEs, their pay-per-views are going to ESPN. So I have to, and they're charging $30 a month. So I thought I was going to be cheaper, and now it's like, no, I have to get Paramount, and I have to get ESPN Plus. That's even more money. My whole life is just spending money. That's what my life is.
It's like that meme of the guy testifying in Congress. Would you say you spend $500 on UFC? More. Would you say $1,000? More. Would you say $5,000? Probably.
It's crazy. I didn't even know that was, but they just did one for Island Fights.
Oh, did they?
Like, have you bought a shirt on Island Fights?
Oh, yes.
More. I reposted it because they tagged me on it.
More.
But yeah,
probably.
That's funny.
That's so true. I forgot I saw that. That's probably why I thought
it was in your brain.
It was there. Brain. Oh, and Dalia did it the other day too. Little bit of tie up here, working a little bit of
working
that,
9 to 5.
What a way to make a living. We also sing, for those who don't know.
What a show. Best show on TV.
Yeah. I mean, you can't pay for a show this good. You could donate money to us if you'd like.
That
We'll
is
take
true.
it. Send us money.
That's a good
Oh
point.
yeah, McKee is leaking big time,
Dude.
folks.
Blood everywhere. Solo looked at that clock. He something he didn't like there.
Checking how much left in round 1. 10 seconds. Gonna go for a bonus.
That's what
here.
McKee does, though. He'll keep fighting until he's
There's the homer.
knocked unconscious, or he'll melt people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, dude, let me breathe for a second. Let me get some rhythm. Let's walk around this cage together. And he's like, no, I'm gonna be in your face.
Now, Reese McKee has 1995 tattooed on his chest. What's your guess that that's his age?
Oh, it has to be.
Has to be, right?
Yeah. Do you already know the answer?
I'm assuming that's what it is.
No, it
right?
has to
As
be,
I hit
guys.
enter here. Oh, Mr. McKee doesn't come up. Did I spell it right? RHYS McKee. Oh, he doesn't have a Wikipedia.
That's
Mr. McKee, get your shit together.
That means you'll be in the PFL soon.
Oh no.
Only.
That means I have to Google them and then go to SureDog or something. Oh man. Let's see, Mr. McKee, Tapology. There you go. How old is Mr. McKee?
Yeah, 1995.
1995.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. I never understood that. I was never one of those put a year on the date or like establish this, or I graduated high school in 02. Like I never wanted to put 02 on. I just never been a.
It's like, hey, look at me. I'm a vintage 1979 baby.
Yeah, I just never got that.
I make fun of stupid tattoos. I think there's a lot of beautiful tattoos out there, a lot of artwork, and people have meaningful stuff, and people just get tattoos because they like tattoos. But when I see something like that, I'm like, okay.
Sean
It
Sterling,
makes me wonder.
This is the future, my man. So Sean Sterling, our main guy, dude, awesome contributor to Fight Bananas. He goes, why can't everything just be like the football game last night and just stream on YouTube for free and making the money from ads and viewership? For one, a lot of people are doing that or going to that. But two is just imagine that company. For one, YouTube gave a ton of money to the NFL for that game. If your company is big enough or your games are big enough that a Amazon Prime or an Apple Plus or a Paramount Plus will give you $8 billion,
right?
You that's why they don't do that. Right. But the UFC, I don't think that's not off the table. There's a lot of successful companies that just put their content on YouTube. If it's, a lot of people think of podcasty stuff right away. Other organizations, I know Game Bread Bare Knuckle did really good just putting their stuff right to YouTube at millions and millions of views right away. And then, like you said, they sell ads and sponsorships, so on and so on and so on. So, it's
right. But I mean,
people are doing it.
And it's gotten to the point where the ads on a 20-minute YouTube video are unbearable. They're now 55 seconds a pop.
Yeah.
Like we used to bitch it, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with the Lions versus the Bears.
No, good point.
It was now it's 55 seconds on a 20-minute Dude Perfect video. Like what the actual F? Like that's the part that we were sold when we were growing up, that cable you didn't have to put up because you were paying for it. Right. And you're like, oh, if I pay for Hulu, no, I got to pay more for the no commercial version. If I pay for YouTube, I can skip some of the commercials. Like they have to pay all these YouTube creators my ad revenue.
Yeah.
Because not everybody pays for the YouTube TV. So like they have to pay all these fucking millionaires somehow.
No, a ton. People don't, don't want to go too much into our stuff, but I'm even sometimes amazed about what Meta pays people and companies, and we're we're a small fish in this pond. And I'm like,
dude, your
how are
Bentley
they
is fucking not going to pay for itself.
how are they paying
I mean, come
all
on.
these people? Like how Mr. Beast and all those Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross, all those guys.
Right. I saw a great comment yesterday. It's like, how is Mr. Beast constantly giving away millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Because YouTube is constantly giving him millions of dollars.
Yeah. And
right.
you know, I'm not trying to talk about anyone else's pockets. You don't give $1 million if that's all you have, 1.5 million. You give $1 million because you have hundreds.
Right.
Or
hundreds
or thousands of that. And it's like, yeah, I can give someone $50 now. I feel fine with that, but I can't give, I'm not going to give $1,000 away. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, that's YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. And even still, like,
I agree with that, Sean, too.
You know, and that's part of, I don't have to tell you, but you know, that's why you see a lot of this content all over the place. Because you know, you got to put it on TikTok because they're giving away the farm right now, and you got to go to Instagram. Back in the day, it was Vine. Back in the day, it was this. You know, so you're just constantly putting out content in all these places, trying to collect from all these places, and hopefully one of them takes off, and that can be. Oh, he's going for a choke there.
Wow, great submission attempt by Sola, but McKee gets out of it. He's so dang tough.
Yeah,
tough.
McKee is beat up right now, but he's still slipping out of that
in the fight.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, you just got to keep putting that out there. Like I don't know how you get to that point. You know, I mean, you can speak to it. You just got to keep showing up.
Yeah, just keep going, and
keep going. And eventually, you know, the Bentley shows up. But, you know, the oil changes are not cheap on a Bentley.
Yeah,
so, you know, we're going to be starting our Patreon soon. $5 a month.
Remember that was a big thing a couple years ago was Patreon. And to me, I feel like
the Fighter and Kid finally did one.
Do they?
They just announced it.
Oh.
And they've been doing it for like 14 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've been doing this for free for 14 years. Now you're going to do a Patreon? Like, interesting move.
Yeah.
So you're wondering if maybe some of the ad revenue is you know, sunsetting on some of these channels, you know, like they're just not getting the traction that some of the newer ones are getting, or Instagram is now the move, you know, like
right. And it's funky because it's such a good point. Those are always ever changing. You know, we you know, it's not all just about Fight Bananas, but like we at the beginning of this journey was like, hey, we're going to build a Facebook. Like that's what we're going to build. Right. Back then, 6 years ago, you can make revenue. Yeah, it's wild that Noche. So Noche's at 6, and then the Canelo fight's kind of after that. I think the main card's at 8 or 10. Cannot wait. That's a great fight next weekend, guys. Yeah. Diego Lopez versus Lord Gene Silva. The Fighting Nerds go to try to take over back-to-back weekends. But yeah, 6 years ago, Facebook was that one that was like, hey, come here, you know, get good traction. We'll send you a check. That was the thing. And now there's just, like you said, others. They just pop up. Dude, McKee is putting it on Sola right now. Sola's up 2-1, but we're in round 3, and McKee is trying to that's what he does. I kind of exactly what I says.
Finish here. I think that's we're kind of talking earlier, like we kind of alluded to, like certain coaches are able to say the exact right thing at the right time to get a guy to go. I don't know if that's what happened. We have the volume off, but McKee came out like, okay, I need to go.
Oh, big punches coming through.
Yeah. Oh, good shot to the body from Sola.
Woohoo! McKee was just in that phone booth. Boom,
yeah.
Boom, boom.
Ooh. Sola just hit him with a 2-piece.
This is awesome. Good start of round number 3. Trying to do an overhand hammer
McKee
stamp.
Came out going, okay, I gotta finish this to get a W. Ooh, head kick for good measure from Sola. McKee just eats it.
Busted up something. He's got blood now under that right eye, or is it the
cut
nose?
On the ridge here, his nose.
It's so funny. Some guys, they'll get sneezed on and they'll start getting cut and bleeding, and other guys can just take a beating, and it's wild how the cuts don't come. McKee tries to get a short elbow.
Yeah, trading elbows in close. Oh, another good body shot from Sola and a head kick for good measure.
Yeah, that's the guys are too tough for their good, but if you hit the liver, it's over.
Yeah,
no one.
That just dropped him. Was that a dirty uppercut?
Over.
Oh, come on, Herb.
McKee was still in it a little bit, but that was
Herb Dean. Come on, dude.
Sola to the body, puts down McKee. He kind of stopped for a quick second.
I gotta see that again. I'll reserve final judgment on Mr. Dean there.
But Sola gets a third round.
He dropped him. Yeah, Sola's bent over like he's not pleased with how many shots he took.
He was gassing.
I gotta see that again. But something put McKee down to his knees. I don't know if it was an uppercut or, like you said, the prior body shots. But he dropped to his knees, and Sola looked like he missed the final shots, and Herb was standing over top waving it off. So maybe he connected and I just missed it here. Blazing knockout moment. Let's see. So McKee feints.
Oh,
yeah, it was another body shot. It wasn't an uppercut.
Was vicious.
Oh no, that was the previous body shot.
Yeah, that was earlier.
Yeah, and then it was kind of a weak body shot. Brought him down. McKee reaches for an arm. Sola misses 1, 2, 3 back of the head shots, and McKee's trying to move out of it, and Herb Dean's over top saying, no way. Let's see. Ear, back, hammer.
It's tough.
It's tough. I mean, he
was definitely hurt for sure, but I just think McKee's looking right up at
Dean like, what the?
We got a comment that says it was a good call. He wasn't going to do anything else. Might be right.
Yeah.
Might be right.
It didn't look like those were damaging shots. That's
right.
Derek Lewis is hitting you with those. You're taking damage. I don't know. I got to see it in real time again. They didn't look like.
Right.
First of all, a couple of them were to the back of the head.
Those are so tough too. Yeah. And it's so funny you said that. I wanted to bring that up on Tuesday. We just never got to it. It's what show? I think maybe it was Dirty Boxing. Maybe it was something over the weekend. I watched that and the Misfit stuff. By the way, Tony Ferguson gets a win. That was fun. Yeah. But I think it was Dirty Boxing.
I love how they're like, Tony, baby.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, let's
there was a guy in Dirty Boxing who got knocked down. So now he's down. He's kind of what McKee is, right? And he's on the ground.
What's the rule set here? MMA or boxing?
Yeah, you can you can punch him down. Ground and pound. You can ground and pound. So just even the UFC, even just in the McKee, it's more of a ultra thing.
Okay.
The guy on top is punching him, but now the guy that's down, he's just kind of like moving his head to move the back of his head to the guy's punches. He's not trying to get up. He's not trying to move. He's just moving his head. That's all he's doing. So then the other guy's punching him. And then the ref's like, don't hit the back of the head. So then he goes to the left hand, goes the other side because he's like this now. He starts punching him here. And then he moves it to the head. Yeah. All he's doing is moving his head to the back.
Right.
I know maybe this is a bad take by me. If that's all you're doing, if you're in a turtle shell, you got beat up and you got knocked down, and now you're just moving your head not to get punched in the face, I feel like you could call it. It's like, you got to do something. And they said you have to defend yourself. You're not defending yourself. You're just moving your head not to get hit in the back of the head almost, and
right. And again, that's that split second where
L. Dawson on it. Look at that early stoppage, the ruthless one. Coach Mike was on it.
I know nothing, but I will defer to L. Dawson on that. I agree with you 100%. But is their hand trapped? Is this guy holding his?
He was
hand?
Trying to do this, he was just just protecting himself, trying to protect himself, not ever moving or getting into a better scenario. And then it was funny because I think the commentators were like, is he trying to get hit in the back of the head? It just didn't look like it. It kept on.
Right. See, that sounds to me like that went a little bit longer than this game.
Oh, it did.
You're like, if
30 seconds
Herb Dean has to process all of this though. Like if he's got one elbow down, the other one's trapped by the other guy's arm, and all he can do is this. Well, yeah, maybe there's no getting out of that. But same thing, if he's standing like this and he's just doing this, he's probably dazed and not getting out of it. So there's so much that you have to process there that Herb Dean is responsible to protect all those involved. So,
oh, good one, Sean. You're right. Tuesday there was a very wonky finish. That was. I felt like the guy was out.
Yeah. I saw a clip of it. The headline. I never read it.
Yeah.
The guy.
So the
we're
ref
talking about his foot movement the one day. He's always like,
yeah. So the ref stopped the fight. I didn't mind the stoppage because I thought it was the finish, but then he's like, hey, let's look at it. And then it was declared there wasn't really back of the head punches. And then he's like, nope, TKO. And the guy's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It was wonky. I didn't mind if he would have just stopped the fight right off the rip and said TKO. Yeah.
Right.
Because he wanted to review the film first.
Right.
Because I guess that's easier. That's easier to reveal the film and then to do the TKO than do the TKO and reverse it. That's where I heard he was coming from.
Yeah. Right.
So,
right. Because if he has to decide if there's a penalty involved.
Correct.
If there's a penalty, it's a different outcome.
Correct.
If there's no penalty, right. He stopped it.
Yeah. Just a timeout.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. They just showed the replay again. I just saw the tail end of it. But listen, I think a lot of these situations we end up saying we're pretty sure where that fight was going.
Yes. Anyway. Yep.
He was working the body. Oh, there's Mr. Aspinall in the house. Wonder if he took just a short train through the channel to get over there. That's a little European knowledge for all our European folks.
That went over my head.
That's the tunnel that goes under the English Channel. And
there's the Frenchman himself, Cyril Gahn.
Yeah, the tunnel, under the English Channel. They call it the Channel because it's the English Channel. Tunnel. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. All right, UFC 320.
Useless non-UFC knowledge.
October 4th. A great main card. You got Piper.
My birthday
versus
weekend,
Abus.
baby.
Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal was just with Fight Bananas. Yuri versus Roundtree, take my money. Rob versus Corey Sandhagen in a 5-round championship fight. And then the main event rematch, Ankalaev against Poatan. I love it. I love it.
Joe Piper on the main card. Josh Emmett.
Great card.
Yeah. And that they did that. Dana asked me what I wanted for my birthday.
I think Elle agrees with your channel thing. She goes, it's a real thing, Dave.
It's a real thing. It is. No, Dana said, what do you want for your birthday? I said, I just want a good card. And he's like, done. Say less.
There you go.
There
you go.
Hey,
if you and Dana, listen, what happens?
The man delivers.
It's a good card. It's a very, very good card. October 4th. Let's see. Yeah. Is this October 4th? Are we doing a watch along? Maybe we can fly someone in.
I think we should. We'll
October 4th. That might be a big watch along here in Fight Bananas Land.
Once it becomes the next day, it's my birthday, so we'll have cake.
Yeah,
Cupcakes,
2 championship fights. We'll be here at 2 a.m.
Maybe if we fly someone in, we'll get gluten-free cake.
Oh wow, you're dude. Coach Mike is very positive on the Caribbean. I was thinking on the Dawsons. I was thinking someone way bigger than them.
Wow, that's cold,
dude. I think they're both might be in fight camp, maybe.
That's true.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Because I was gonna say you entice them with
gluten-free
birthday cake.
Both Dawsons like to eat.
Hopes that they bring gluten-free cookies.
Yeah.
Because apparently only Randy Couture and special guests get these cookies. They come to see us and they.
I'm actually so. It was one of the biggest shocks of my life that the cookies that Elle Dawson made, and Elle's never talked to me about her cooking expertise. It's not like her go-to thing. Each person, if you're that good at cooking cookies, I thought that would be brought up to my attention years ago.
Yeah,
and it was not. And
she and I talk about gluten-free stuff all the time because of Jacob. And I see these gorgeous cookies.
Mike, it was the best cookie I've ever had in my life. It was the best.
And then Dan Hardy, was it Dan Hardy or somebody's like, oh, did you brown the butter first? She's like, of course I browned the butter first. I'm like, all right, first of all, she's doing shit to butter I've never even heard of.
I don't know
what's she never brought up.
It was amazing.
Good goddamn cookies.
The best cookies. It was one of the greatest things I've ever had. Yeah. And it was universal too. Everyone was like, yeah, this is.
So anybody watching who hasn't seen, I'm sure if you're following Fight Bananas, you've seen the clip already. But if not, go get some more views.
It's out there.
Elle Who's it? It's Randy Couture, Dan Hardy. Oh my God, Kevin. Right? Isn't it? Who are the 3 PFL
O'Connell?
guys? Yeah, and she's handling
Sean O'Connell.
Sean O'Connell. Oh, Kevin. It's never mind. That's brain mix up. And she serves these gorgeous looking chocolate chip cookies that she made just for them. And they all love them. They had great commentary, and they're asking about browning butter, which I didn't even know was a thing.
I still don't know.
I should have burned butter before, and it looked brown, but I don't think that's what we're talking about.
Mason Jones enters the octagon. This is going to be a fun fight. Mason Jones is always fun. Guys, if you look it up, go look up Mason Jones versus Mike Davis. They fought in Abu Dhabi, probably during the heart of COVID, so 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. Great fight. I think they won fight of the night. Just El Dawson. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. October 4th. We'll talk to the Dawsons. We'll see. Maybe it's them.
What they're up to.
You know, who else? We've got one time, one of these shows, we're gonna just fly in someone just random off the wall. Be like, wait, Calvin Cater's here, or Frankie Edgar's here, or somebody.
We'll find somebody.
Lupi Godinez. She lives in I think Vancouver. That would be that's a flight.
Vancouver. Is that British Columbia? Vancouver, BC.
Yeah, nailed it, dude.
Useless shit up here.
And both of my boys and Dylan's semi baby genius, and Colin's pretty smart up there too. Colin's smart up there, but we were in the car. I was like, guys, what's our country's capital? Didn't go over well. Did not go over well.
Oh no, boys.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, we gotta we'll start day by day, because it's weird. I'm surprisingly good at capitals and the states and where they're at and stuff. Maybe because I travel so much, I'm just pretty good at these things. But because John Cena's last match will be in our country's capital, Washington, D.C. So
apparently in the Oval Office.
Yeah. Trump wouldn't go that far.
Wouldn't he? He'll do anything to sell a buck. Sell a buck? I don't know. Dude, I'm terrible at capitals. I will say that.
Really?
Oh man. I know the obvious ones, but if you ask me, the 50 states.
If I just a random get out of 50 states, what do you think you would get?
Oh, I don't know. I've never tested myself on it. Maybe 25.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. No, that's
we
not
were
bad.
Supposed to memorize them though.
Well, that was Mike. That was
but some 30 years. I can tell you that the explorers, but for some reason I can't name the capital.
What's the capital of New York?
Well, that's Albany.
Okay, there we go.
I grew up in the Northeast.
Yeah. I thought I was giving you a bone. I thought you would like that one. All right. Yeah, no, I don't think 25 is bad. I don't think it's bad. And where we're going, and I'm going to talk about it.
But I do know that the capital of the United States
is Washington D.C. And it was one of the greatest trips. All right, Okaya versus Jones, tail of the tape. Telling you guys, this will be a phenomenal fight.
Young German boy.
And we got 3 big ones. We got Mikowski and Craig, Ruffy and Benoit Saint-Denis, and we got Kyle and Imavov. So we're in the thick of it.
Is that a Welsh flag from Mr. Jones?
Yeah, L. Very true. L goes, someone who cares. Dan Hardy had some wild mayhem Miller stories on the cookie videos. Dave was talking about, it was some good stuff. Yeah, it's up there, guys. Check our Instagram or Facebook.
Wasn't on the clip that I saw. Then do you have a longer version of it?
So we posted 3 different clips.
Okay,
so there's just the cookie review, and then there's the mayhem Miller stories that were just phenomenal. It was gold. And then I clipped up another the other of it. So I had 3 clips. It was 9 minutes, and I did a 3, 3, and 3 thing.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
I gotta go back and check this out. I only saw the one. So we have Borralho Oki from Brussels, Belgium. And then Mason Jones is a good Welshman.
Dude, good fight.
I heard this hilarious joke recently.
Is it suitable for
I can't do it justice, but you got to look it up. There's an Englishman telling a joke about babies being mixed up in the hospital, and it's hilarious. And it You gotta look it up. It's picking on Welshmen, but it's hilarious. An Englishman, a Welshman, and a Pakistani have babies at the same time, and they mix up the babies. And so the Englishman.
Wow. I don't know why I don't like that. So I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no,
Okai, when the famous hey, thumbs high five, the anti-Chimaev they call it, and he does it. And Mason Jones is like, doesn't even snicker at him.
Right.
Looks like Kevin Randleman with the Wesley Snipes with the black skin, blonde, dyed, shaved head. Dude, Mason Jones looks tough.
Yeah, he does.
Kaio's throwing bombs back at him.
Boy, these are lightweights, but they look huge. So anyway,
massive knockdown by Kaio. He's putting it on Mason Jones.
Mason Jones just surviving here, holding him.
Not for long. Not for long. These are big punches coming through.
Trying to drop
Maybe you should do
bombs.
Maybe you should give him the high five next time.
Pulling him into his guard. Jones is pulling him in.
I don't know why I don't like that.
Mason's let him up.
Mason's in it.
Yeah.
Mason's back up rolling punches.
Another right hand. And another. Just rolling with it.
Oh my goodness.
Man, Welshmen are tough, huh?
If Okayo doesn't get him out right now, and I'm butchering his last name, I'm sorry. Oki? If Oki doesn't get him out, Mason will, like, he's blowing himself right here.
Yeah.
Blowing the gas tank.
Wait, what?
David,
it's not that kind of show, man.
Wow.
So anyway, the punchline of the joke, the Englishman goes in and to get his baby, to try to identify his baby, and he walks out of the room with what is clearly the Pakistani baby, and the Pakistani and the Welshman, or the Pakistani says, "What are you doing? I mean, that's obviously not your baby." He goes, "Yeah, but one of them in there is a Welshman, and I'm not taking any chances."
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
So anyway, we're picking on the guy who almost got knocked out because he's Welsh. That's what made me think of it. But he's fighting back here.
He's fighting back. I'm telling you. If he doesn't get him out, I think Mason will come back in this fight. And, I'm a massive 10-8 guy. That knockdown and almost finishing.
Yeah.
And if it's, we still got 2 big minutes here.
Yeah, and he's got a
Mason with a knockdown in his own right.
Oki up, and now he's going in for a
Don't
gilly.
Be silly. Jump the gilly.
Is it? Nope. He's turned to the side. He's out of it. But now he's dropping elbows on him.
Done.
No way if he turns this around in the first round.
Doesn't he just look like
Oki stood up? Jones gave him a knee for good measure.
Little short elbow too.
Pulls him throws down. Nice throw.
Wow, what a fight. Let's go.
He's got a nice mouse under both eyes. It looks like a nice cut under his left eye.
Oh, these elbows!
Big elbows right on the side of the head. Oki's just eating them. Has no other choice. Now it's Jones's turn to empty the gas tank. Trying to get into side here.
Goodness. Bananas.
Absolute bananas.
North-south for Mason Jones.
Yeah.
Dude, so
called it something different when I was in high school.
What's the time mark? 128. Unbelievable.
It can't take me anywhere, I tell you.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Signing off.
Friday I'm in Island Fights, and then Saturday, literally day after.
For Kimura there?
Yeah, I think
sure is. I
too.
Oh no.
I'm literally
his arm.
Commentating a grappling show. So I got back-to-back nights.
Oh, he got out of it. Are we saying his name right, guys? Oki? I assume that's it.
I'm usually
Okay.
good.
You were about to say I'm usually good with names.
Well, no, not to know how it's pronounced. I'm not good at pronouncing it, but usually I know
if it's right or wrong.
Yeah. Because I've heard it so many times. I listen to so much stuff.
It's like when you sing, you can hear how it's supposed to go, but when you open your mouth, something else. Yeah.
1,000,000%. Gotcha. Yeah. I know the words that Taylor Swift is saying. I cannot sing it. I know what she's saying.
Right.
Oh man,
Also,
football's
the
back, guys. It's
neighborhood
back to
dogs.
Taylor Swift time. What a time to be alive. I'm
What a
so
time
happy
to
the
be
Chiefs lost last night. I was cheesing, and I was tired too, but I was smiling from ear to ear.
Who'd they play? I didn't watch.
Oh, the Chargers. It was a really good game. The Chargers are good too, but
Both men
Bills,
standing up
Great
and going
fight.
back to their corner after the first round. That
you all saying it
was
right.
nuts.
That's the crowd was chanting. Okay.
Oki.
Oki. Oki. Was I
I don't know.
saying
We've
Okai?
said it like 5 times.
Yeah, I thought
now.
was it Okai or Oki?
Shit.
Sean Sterling, give it back to me.
Give it O-K-I-E.
Okay,
like
someone
Oki.
pronounce Oki. Oki. Dude, we got
There you go.
3 comments. Thank you. Oki. We got it, dude. That's a five pronounce.
Like Vatex. Hokies. Oki.
Us pronunciation.
I'm usually pretty good with names. I was lucky. I went to school with people with a whole bunch of diverse names.
Just real quick, one of our stat people here, Fight Bananas, just messaged me, and they wanted me to say a little tidbit for you. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. If Oki loses this fight, he will never have been beaten in a single UFC lightweight. His only win so far was 145ers on short notice. So I think what they're trying to say is Oki's never won a lightweight fight. I think that's what this is. His only wins are against 145ers that are moving up on short notice. I got you. Is Mason Jones a featherweight? Tell me in the chat. I thought he was a lightweight too because he fought Mike Davis. But I know Mike Davis did that before he went back and forth. I'm telling you guys, I feel so confident if you're in the live bets or in chat, Mason Jones is going to win this fight. So 4 minutes and 46 seconds in round 2. I'm putting the lock in. Mason Jones is winning this fight.
That's bold. That's
Lock
a bold
in it.
lock.
Actually, I should do it myself.
There you go.
What am I doing? I'm giving everyone the
Bentley doesn't put gas in itself, man.
Giving everyone the gas. I won't even do it myself. Fights. What's Mason Jones? Tell me he's an underdog right now. Oh, it's not live. Oh, where's live? It's all football right now. Where's the UFC? I'm trying to bet. Oh man.
Okay. Jones just keeps walking forward. Ooh, a little front kick from Jones.
I can't find this on the live.
Okay, so lost to Chris Duncan. Yeah, it's all wins on his Tapology. Yeah. I do not like the Tapology site.
Yeah, and now it's like, oh, it's just pop-up city. Oh, Mason Jones again. Yeah, crazy pop-ups. Like they're billionaires now.
It's weird because the Wikipedia pages pull from Tapology, but the layout is so much nicer.
Mason Jones with the takedowns. Over 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in this. Jones is a minus 1150. Okay, Sean, there you go. I said it was a lock, right? No, Mason Jones is a 155. Thank you, Miss L. Chiefs defense looks like they're going to be ass. Yes. Man, guys, I'm not one of those people. I think I root for more people than I should in life, and I don't root for people's demise. When the Chiefs was losing that game, Uncle Dave was just, I had a smile from ear to ear. This is it. This is the Bills' year. This is it.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills.
I think, and it's easy to put your tinfoil hat on and say the NFL is paid for and all that. But, I mean, dude, the Bills should have won that game last year.
Yeah.
Like, it just, there's so many times that, it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck. It's like,
man, he's about to put him out here, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like
he's about to put him out. Ground and pound for Mason Jones. And my LOCK is looking good.
Look. Ref is looking really close to stepping in here.
Yeah, turns away, shuttles up. Oh, these are
no answers.
Mason
Game
Jones, second
over.
round TKO.
What a survivor, man. He just walked through that, got dropped big time in the first round, and just said, you ain't knocking me out. You might put me down, but I'm going to stand right back up. What a tough son of a gun, man. Look at this guy, one of the cornermen with a crazy ass head tattoo. Like they're like fish scales, then Chinese lettering for the sideburns, like crazy tattoo.
Don't mess with that guy.
Is he a cut man, or I can't tell if he's a cut man or a cornerman.
Mason Jones.
That's another level too, like the head tattoo. When you get like the tattoo that is your hairline.
Yeah,
like, that's another level of commitment. Oh, and they're right in front of Bisping too. I would love to have heard what Bisping was saying.
Posted up Mason Jones right
Yeah,
now.
and he got dropped hard, man. First round.
I don't know. I like Mason Jones.
Yeah.
I like Mason Jones.
Not bad. 16-2-0.
And
Now
one of them, I'm telling you, was a
17-2-0.
great fight with Mike Davis.
Let's see if Mason has a Wikipedia page. Mason Jones, fighter, Welsh, mixed martial arts. There you go. Hey, he's been in the UFC for a little bit. His fight against Mike Jones was his first fight in UFC, 2021, January of 2021. So you're right in the heart of COVID in Abu Dhabi.
I know my COVID UFC dates like the back of my hand. That got us through a lot of dark times over here at the Van Auken house.
Dude, Davis took his O, man. He was 10-0, and Davis said, "Welcome to the big show, buddy." Then he had a no contest. Then he beat David Onama, lost to Ludovic Klein, beat Alexandre Ribeiro, beat Jan Liasse, Bryce Logan, Michael Pagani, Jeremy Stevens, and Mr. Oki tonight. That's a pretty good rip right there. That's 2-4. That's 6 in a row. It's not bad. 6 in a row in the UFC. It's a pretty good run. You can get 6 in a row in the UFC. And they're going to raise his hand. Mason Jones trying to get the crowd into it. Took a shot in the first there. Declaring the winner by TKO, Mason the Dragon Jones. Hell yeah. And they're showing the Welsh flag, which, of course, has a dragon on it, for those of you who know. Mr. Bisping. Oh, I guess he doesn't speak English. They got a translator there. Guess he speaks Welsh. Oh, no, French. Looks like it was French. Okay. Or is he those of you guys are watching, is it because Mason speaks Welsh, or is the translator there to translate for the crowd so the crowd can hear the question in French? I think that's probably what's going on here. Because obviously we can't have the volume on. We got slapped on the hand by Facebook for that one time. So I just see the closed captioning. It just said French. So maybe that guy's just translating for the crowd. Well, people saying fight of the night so far. For the main card, maybe. Some of the prelims were pretty exciting. What do you guys have for fight of the night so far? And you think this will hold up? Or you think we're going to get some action at the top of the card? Man, he had a nice That takedown right before the finish was really nice. I don't know what you'd call it, almost like a hip throw or something. That's that kind of judo move, like lifted him up, wrestling move maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. I love the closed caption guy. Just says translating into French. So yeah, I guess that's for the crowd because everything else is coming up in English. It says one more. I come at this. Well, closed captioning just froze. Yeah, closed captioning person just fell flat on the job. When I finally decided I was going to read it, it stopped working. But he basically, I think what he was trying to say, I come out of this with a nick on my eye. I'm ready to go. No, a nick on my eye and no damage. So I assume after that he said I'm ready to go. Book me as soon as possible. So looking for a quick turnaround, try to make some money, hoping for 50K extra tonight. So what is this for Noche? Diego Lopez and Gene Silva, 2 versus 10. Trying to get up there to get a championship fight. Gene Silva trying to jump the queue a little bit. Diego Lopez hoping to get a shot. 26-7, Diego Lopez. Showing some Diego Lopez highlights against T-City. What do you guys think T-City needs to do, man? Needs to step away? Needs to get a new camp, new gym? What's he need to do? He has not impressed me in quite some time. Now they're showing some Gene Silva highlights, 16-2. Ooh, spinning back elbow. Filthy combos. Submission on Mitchell. Boy can fight. Yeah, I don't like the standing over taunting stuff. I've never liked that. A little too. I understand. I get it. Noche, Diego Lopez, Gene Silva, Rob Font, David Martinez, Rafa Garcia, Jared Gordon, Kevin Gastelum still doing the damn thing against
Still
Dustin
going,
Stokes,
huh?
Alexander Hernandez, and Diego Fiera, if that's how you say it.
Santiago, nailed it. Grant Dawson
Luna.
beat the brakes off of him.
I just asked a bunch of questions of our.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're in there.
So they might have some.
Tired
answers.
of Ortega Lopez speed versus Silva power? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I asked a bunch of questions. I also asked about our boy T-City, what he needs to do. If he needs to step away, find a new camp, find a new team, find a new gym. What does that man need to do? He needs to get his shit together, huh?
It's tough. And I the one thing that I love that the UFC does, and it's sometimes it's bad for Ortega's, Cater's, Tony Ferguson's. When you make it to the top and you fight for the championship or are a champion or you're in the top 5, like that, those are the guys you fight. They don't give they don't give the 4th guy in the world, the 6th guy in the world who's on a 2 or 3 fight losing streak number 22. They just don't do that. Right. They usually put you against the number 10 guy who's the killer on the way up to be in the top 5 guy. They kind of build off of you. So I don't know. They got nothing. They're showing the Canelo Crawford. It's crazy that I'm a UFC guy, WWE guy, and I was lucky enough to see Canelo's actually last fight. And it's wild that like under their platforms, WWE and UFC, they've been posting this nonstop because they're kind of under all umbrella now.
Yeah.
Wild. Does that interest you at all? Are you going to watch that at all? No. We're actually going to have content alert. They're going to do Ray, I believe it's Ray, and I think John Rafford, they're going to do a watch along for the Canelo Crawford under this Fight Bananas banner. So that day is Noche. And I'm at a grappling. Island Fights is the day before, then there's a grappling show. So we're gone. I'm gone out of the whole weekend. L is grappling on that card. And then we got Noche and Canelo Crawford.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I tried to get into boxing. Like I watched man, I forget it. At the time there was like a Mayweather fight that we had watched because the HBO, like the UFC embedded, whatever the HBO version is, I forget the name of it.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really good content.
Dude, really well done. And we were watching, it was like Sopranos, then Entourage, then that. And like, I was like, man, I'm going to get into it. And it was such a boring fight.
Yeah.
When it came down to it. And, I mean, Mayweather's not knocking anybody out. As someone who's into the sport, you're seeing things differently than I would naturally. But it was just such a boring fight. And there's, at the high level that I've seen, there's not a ton of excitement in some of these fights. And that's where I just kind of check out, a lot of hugging, a lot of dancing.
We're so someone and me and Coach Mike kind of talked about it real funny, even on socials. And I don't think we talked about it off air. So this is such a good one for me to bring up. In the comments, they go, guys, what do you think of the Mike Tyson Mayweather fight? Also the Jake Paul Tank Davis boxing match. And on one of the posts, we both had a Fight Bananas, and you wrote why. And then I wrote, it was funny. I had like so many different things. Then I had like 47 money signs.
Yeah.
Guys, it is. And I don't understand why out of any sport, football, like imagine, I think they could do something with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady as like a QB off. And like, I think it would do mega money. If they did LeBron James versus Kevin Durant in a 1-versus-1 game. Like there's other ways that these major sports could just make a shitload of money. Like, hey, sponsored by Taco Bell. You both make $50 million one night. And no other sport does it. Every other sport, it's the sport, it's playoffs, the Super Bowl, and then they go home. They have all-star games, whatever. Boxing is the only sport that they do these make-believe fights, and it's just a massive money grab. And they say why? Because people still spend the money for it. It's their mega events.
Well, that's what thank God Tyson and Paul was on Netflix, of which I already have a subscription.
Yeah,
I watched it, but they didn't get any more money from me,
right,
than they would have otherwise. But they were able to say to the advertisers, we're going to estimate this many people are going to tune in, and they may have hit those numbers or exceeded them.
Yeah, it was the most watched sporting event ever.
Right, because Netflix is absolutely massive, so they were able to get advertising dollars based on that assumption,
for sure.
But I'm not paying to watch two idiots pretend to box.
No, I agree with you. No, I agree with you, and that's why I'm so mind blown a little bit of. I can't believe, and even if it's on Netflix, guys, I don't want to say dirty words, or like you could put some horrible stuff on Netflix that still you would think that a lot of people would watch. That was a mega event, and they were at AT&T Center. They sold a ton of tickets. It's mind blowing to me that people do that. Like the Mayweather Tyson thing is going to be ginormous, and I'm just like, I can't believe it. And it's like, why? It's because of money. There's so many people that are going to watch it, are going to go to the event. It's mind blowing to me. I don't get it.
Here's my problem with it. We didn't know what Mike Tyson we were going to get before Jake Paul. We didn't know. We saw what happened when it was two old guys scrapping, but we're like, hey, this is a YouTuber and one of the potential GOATs. Like that's such a level up. And you saw a shell of a man chewing his gloves to then say, hey, let's do it again
It's
against
crazy.
an actual fucking pro that's 60 pounds lighter than him or whatever.
Probably maybe the greatest pro of our generation too, by the way. It's
right.
I
It's
don't get it.
ridiculously stupid. It's like saying, let's get Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen to play one-on-one. Why?
No, I think it's more of like it's Michael Jordan versus the best guy alive today because it's like
No,
the errors.
but Mayweather's washed.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's 10 years past his prime at least. Tyson's 40 years past his prime.
No, dude, Floyd had a guy, Paul Craig, about to walk into the octagon.
Let's go, Craig.
You're a big Paul Craig guy.
He's a Scotsman, of course. Come on,
Braveheart. But yeah, people watch. I don't know. And they're gonna do.
Makes no sense.
Mayweather Tyson will do if it goes to Netflix, and they haven't announced all that stuff yet. But the Jake Paul Tank Davis fight it's on Netflix. So is Canelo Crawford, by the way, and that is it's the two best fighters, maybe really close to alive, 2 top 5 fighters. Canelo's amazing. It is up a weight class, 2 weight classes, right. But whatever. They're still close. That's a great fight, real fight. The Tank versus Jake Paul is a make-believe fight. It's a heavyweight versus a very low-weight guy. That fight's going to get, and it's free on Netflix. They will probably do 100 million. So the Tyson Paul did 132 million views, like at one time.
Right.
It's insane.
If it's on Netflix, I'll watch until I figure out that it's an absolute joke, which will probably be by round 3. You know, because I mean, it's an exhibition, right?
Yeah, it is. It can't because
so are they going to spar?
They're 2 different weight classes,
right? Are they going to spar? Are they going to touch each other? Are they going to dance around and fuck off?
They're supposed to be fighting, but they who knows?
Right.
It's wild. Because it's wild.
I watched the whole Tyson Paul fight. I don't really know why, because I figured out pretty quickly nothing was going to happen. But you never know. You never know with 2 big boys throwing. But you figured out, okay, Paul's not going to knock him out, and Tyson can't.
And they do such a good job of like luring you in, right?
Right.
All right, fight started.
But if I have to pay for it, I ain't watching.
It's crazy.
If it's on Netflix, I'll tune in. And if did you watch any of the undercard on the Tyson fight?
So the undercard, the co-main event was phenomenal. Was the Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor fight? I watched that fight.
Yes,
it's funny. I was working. We were at Game Bread Bare Knuckle. I remember it to this day in Biloxi. So we were working the event. I remember after the event, saw highlights of all this stuff and kind of saw who won. And then after the event, I remember watching the Serrano Katie Taylor fight because that fight was awesome. Those are 2 best.
You're correct.
2 best maybe female fighters boxing, alive.
Well, I appreciate you reminding me because I couldn't have told you
the other 3 or 4.
But yeah,
I didn't watch. Is that right? No, that wasn't rain. It was a
someone's it's a day card. It's not midnight.
I know.
Yeah, it's 4:48. Someone's doing the lawn.
So many of my friends and fighter friends, they love the day card. All this. I say this to you guys all the time. I couldn't be any polar opposite. I don't mind being done. We on a weekend, on a Saturday, this is very rare for me to not be 2 birthday parties in already. Right. One of my daughters has their paint face like Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle. And the other one rode a pony a couple hours ago. That's a normal Saturday for us.
Listen, man.
It's crazy.
The Garapi boys ran a 5K this morning.
Love that.
Hell yeah.
Jake's in running, right? Like is it called cross country?
Cross country.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so good.
At the middle school. Yeah. He struggles with the heat though, man. He's not he hasn't been doing it as long as I have. So he really struggles with the heat. You're just total used to it. Great leg kick there by name me that last name, Coach Mike. Bukakis? Bukakis. Bukakis? Yeah.
Dude, he's been on. He talks with Ryan Gerald once a month on her Fight Pass. Nice guy too. I watched, of course, watch it.
Bukakis?
Yeah. We cut up clips of it. Yeah. He's a good dude.
Have you guys ever had Craig on?
No.
You should.
That would be cool. Oh, big shot there by Bukakis.
Craig is a good Scottish fella.
Good lad. Ain't it crazy that Paul Craig has 2 wins against 2 world champions in Jamal Hill and Ankalaev? He's the last guy to ever beat Ankalaev. Crazy.
Yeah, he's tricky, man.
In another universe, he's a world champion. You know?
Yeah, he's a specialist.
He's kind of on a downward spiral as of late. Yeah. Ooh, those are bad. Yeah, look at it's already changed level. So he was fighting Orthodox, and Craig did one of those knee, kick to the knee, and they definitely connected.
You know what Craig has struggled with is a lot of guys will strike so they can change levels.
Mm-hmm.
Craig gets struck to then change levels. And I think that's kind of been a detriment to his career.
All right, so 155.20.
The dude will come kick my ass. No way, man.
So the other joke was 128, and this is 155. We got to make some clips of this. This is too.
And I'm a massive Paul Craig fan.
No,
last couple fights, man. He's like, oh, I gotta get this guy on the ground so I can choke him out. Let him hit me a few times, and then I'll change levels. It doesn't quite work out that way. At least it hasn't been for him lately. But yeah, I don't know. I was in a bar one time in Jersey City, New Jersey, and there was this Irish guy there. And everybody used to always think I was Irish because I had much redder hair than I do now. And people used to always assume I was Irish. And most of my heritage is Scottish. That's where my red hair comes from. And I was at this bar in Jersey City, and this Irish guy was there, really thick Irish brogue. And so I finally asked him what I look like to someone from Europe, from Ireland. What do I look like? People always think I'm Irish. He goes, "You don't look like you're Irish. You look like you're German." I was like, "German?" He goes, "Yeah, you look like you're German." It's like, oh, never got that before. But I am like German on both sides, both sides of the family tree. Now Craig's getting some ground and pound dropped on him by Mr. Bukowskis. Somebody help us out.
We got a great question in the chat, Coach Mike. I think you'll like this one too. They go, if there were any 5 fighters you could meet, who would each of you choose? By the way, Makakis is really dropping bombs on Craig. 2 seconds. We'll get out of it.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh.
They just knocked him out. He knocked him out with
it was at the buzzer.
Elbow, stepped up and walked away. And the judge was like, what just happened? And finally waved it off. And Craig is completely dazed, rolling over on his side like, what the hell just happened? I mean, that elbow came from back here.
Nasty. He's still down.
His head off the canvas.
Still down.
And he had a cut on the other side of his head. I don't know if that was already there, but that.
50,000 for a Bukakis.
Wow. I thought Craig was going to pull something sneaky there because he was working on his arm a little bit, trying to get a hold of something.
I'm too dang busy making a Mason Jones post. Wow.
Yeah.
That was insane.
We got to see that again. Insane. Holy shit.
You're right. Paul Craig was like, hey, hit me so I can try to get an arm bar.
Yeah, let me try to get this arm.
Didn't work.
And he forgot to look for the elbow coming his way.
Holy.
I mean, he literally just stepped up and backed off. And Mark Goddard was like, oh, are you out? Okay, fight over. Like, Goddard was like, what's going on here? Yeah, he tried to like jump to pull an arm. And Bukakis was just like, yeah, no, look at this elbow. Oh, right on the ear. Look, he steps off. Oh no, Goddard pushed him out, I guess.
Because it was at the buzzer. It's like 1 second. When he hits, it's like 0. Right there. It's like there's no time now.
So he's putting his arm
to get out of here
for the round, and then he waves it off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the tough part, guys. When they drop that banner off, we don't hear the horn go off. So yeah. That was the end of the round. Good call, Dave. Wow. Yeah. So what was the question in the chat? Five fighters you could meet?
Yeah.
Well, I've been very lucky.
I was going to say that
we've met some really, really good ones.
Paul Craig taking off the gloves there, Coach Mike.
Yeah, I was thinking, what's next?
Coach Mike taking off the gloves.
I was thinking after getting your ass beat,
is he just going to yell freedom?
Yeah.
And that's it?
They may take my consciousness, but they'll never take my freedom.
What a ride for Paul Craig.
I think so. I think
they're going to get a second.
Maybe.
Oh no. I never like anyone leaving. That's why I want to fight forever, but I guess I can't. Can't do it, huh?
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky, and me not even as much as you, but I've been lucky to tag along with Dave on a couple work trips, I guess you call them, and meet some really, really awesome fighters. You know, I don't think I've had a bad experience with any fighters that we've met. I mean, I've met Masvidal, you've worked with them, met Randy Couture, met John Jones, met the Dawsons. You know, been really lucky with meeting some really good people. Like, I remember seeing Randy Couture the second time, and I was on the other side of the fence just hanging out, hoping to get a better picture with him because somebody didn't do a good job taking the picture the first time. And so I got a better picture with better lighting that time. And he made a joke about that. I was like, hey, can I grab a picture with you? Last time the lighting was bad. He's like, oh yeah, you got to get the lighting right. Come on. And like, he was walking over to me to come talk to me before I even like stopped him. I was just like, oh man, great fights tonight, huh? And he's like, yeah. And we were like shooting the shit for a little bit. And then I asked him for another picture. You know, like he came to me because I was hanging around.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
He really is.
And even John Jones, you know, he was there for somebody else that night. And he was trying to leave the hotel. And a bus of us got off the PFL bus. And it was just picture after picture after picture. And he commented on my beard. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know who else I would pick really, you know, like some of the big stars you'd worry about.
He did drop them. Paul Craig dropped them.
Craig, yeah.
He dropped the gloves.
Yeah.
He dropped them.
And I don't want to speak for you, but I mean, I've been able to meet Kayla twice. This most recent, you know, she's just awesome, man. Just awesome people. So lucky to have met the cool people we have and haven't had a bad experience. So it's tough to say like who you'd want to meet when you've had so many good experiences. You don't want that record to be tarnished, you know. I don't know if that's answering. Sorry guys, that's kind of a long.
I think I got answer. A two-pronged one. My one is, and he's getting a good cheer. Good for Paul Craig. I think Paul Craig one stud, because man. I hear
tears in his eyes.
He's like an absolute stud,
says,
and he's
a great sport. The young, I'm old. Thank you for the memories. Thank you. And he's taking it all in. Good for him, man. What a stud. Beat some of the best.
Yeah, that's great. Great sportsmanship.
Yeah. Huge hug from Bukakis.
Wow. Paul Craig.
I hope somebody picks those up and
yeah, they did.
Yeah, right. They're not just going to get tossed in the garbage, right?
They'll cut them up and they'll be trading cards really soon.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy business.
So what's your two-pronged answer?
So my main one, I think I got one that I would want to meet. Here he's the best and you know all that. I think would be Max Holloway. I hear he's the nicest guy. Everyone loves him and he's an all-timer. I think I would love to meet Max, but I'm going to get like the other side of it is, and I'm not even saying to say it, and the people they know. And I look through pictures of some of the stuff. My two favorites are Grant Dawson and Jillian Robertson. Those are my two favorites. And I talk to him every single day.
I didn't even mention Grant because I figured that was assumed.
And there's but
Grant and Elle
they're a package.
It's weird because I've had so many interactions with them through Fight Bananas. It's weird. Like I don't see them as fighters. I see them as like part of the family, you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course, Jillian, same, you know, like, again, great people.
Yeah.
You know,
there's multiple times on a Tuesday, one time Elle was sick. So it was just me, Grant, and Jillian. We went for 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, these are my two favorite. And these are the ones I'm talking to. And it's just, like you said, they just become part of the fabric. Jillian's was hilarious on my birthday. We went back and forth, and it's just like, oh, that's my buddy. And she even like said that in a different term, but and she was like, dude, yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the one I've never met, never talked to, there has been no connections. I don't know his team, I don't know his agent, anything of that would probably be Max Holloway. He's the one I'd be like, oh, dude, just let's talk about games and it looks like he has a great family life. Just loves life and just talking about living out there in Hawaii, all that. I would just love to pick his brain for 10 minutes.
Right. And I think that is, part of that question is, what's the context of the meeting? Like, is it a hang? Is that person a good hang? It's tough to say. Like, I spent 2 minutes with John Jones, like less than that with other people. I've spent more time with Randy Couture than John Jones, but still not much, not much time. So like, are you sitting around on couches, bullshitting, shooting the shit, like talking about stuff? Or is it like, hey, how you doing? Can I get a picture? And they're an asshole,
right.
Like I met Tyron Woodley and, 30 seconds, grabbed the selfie. I was like, hey, can we grab a picture? He's like, yeah, let's do it. That's it. And he's like very stoic faced in the picture. And, he's done it a million times. And I could tell there was nothing more there. Yeah. And that's fine. I got a picture with the dude. Yeah. Like I'm not going to write home about how cool he was like I do about Randy Couture.
Right.
And that's fine. Yeah. He owes me nothing. So like, Grant, you can sit around and bullshit with him all day. Yeah. Like his brain doesn't stop. And it's constantly coming out with funny shit. When you're hanging with Grant, you just serve something up to him and he just goes, cool, bam. I'm like just hot fire coming back at you.
He's probably gonna be so mad at me for doing this, but we have a chat and we talked about
spilling the beans.
So we did. I was just looking through my Instagram for some odd reason, and one of the funny things was actually it was us two and them two, and it was his Patty Pimlet Tinder comment. It was so funny. So I resent him that video. I'm like, dude, that was the funniest thing. And he was like,
5'11" and a half on Tinder.
He goes, it's hard when you're the funniest guy in the room all the time. And I was like, just did a couple emojis, like upset. I was like, I thought I was the funniest guy in the room. I'm like, you want to fight for it? And they made fun of me for a second. And then Grant goes, he's super nice. He goes, Dave, you are always the funniest guy in the room that I'm not in. I just cracked out. I was like, all right, that's a Grant Dawson line.
Yeah. Yeah, he has he's a life as a comedian. If he decides that he wants to be a stand-up comedian and writing jokes and stuff like that.
And I say it to him all the time. And, we talk about socials and him getting out there. And I'm like, dude, he doesn't have to do anything else. He doesn't have to pull a Kobe Covington. Grant just needs to show more of his Grant Dawson self. And I think he will be a mega superstar. To me, he's that funny and that personable, and just like people will connect to him. He loves games and cards, and like there's I'm not like the word is nerd like that, nowadays, but that those are cool things now, that he loves stuff like that.
In my opinion, Grant needs a show that's a hang. It's him and a buddy or him and two buddies, and they're just bullshit. Yeah. Because like some of those like monologue shows are really tough to do, and his personality I think feeds off of other people better. So like he's just sitting around across the table with somebody, or like on a couch or whatever, and it's just a 2 camera or like 3 camera shoot. It's like one on him, one on his buddy, one of both of them, and they're just, like I said, just feeding Grant shit to go off on, like almost like an MC, and Grant just goes. I think he would absolutely excel in a setting like that.
Him on Joe Rogan for 3 hours, like he would just knock it out of the park.
Absolutely,
knock it out of the park.
The world would fall in love with him. We've already fallen in love.
Yeah. I like him a lot. Yeah. All right, no more Grant Dawson talk.
No more Grant Dawson talk.
I can't wait to see him fight us again soon. One day. I don't know.
We'll see. Got to get that boy a fight. We got Jillian a fight. Now we got to get Grant a fight.
Maybe he's got one.
Got Elle a fight. Come on,
dude. I cannot wait. I've never seen, and it's funny too. You said that about Grant and Jillian about that, but they fight in UFC 2-3 times a year for the last 5 years. Elle, and I always say this, and she's probably like, okay, Dave, like I see Elle as a sister type. I've never seen her fight, especially I've never seen her fight live. One time she was on like the beginning of the fight Benes, and she fought. It was kind of before she got injured. But yeah, this Saturday she's grappling, and I'm commentating on the show, and it's like I cannot wait.
Yeah,
I cannot wait. I told her I'm going to be very down the middle against her fight.
Yeah,
no chance.
absolutely
I said
fair.
No chance. Even if she loses, I'm going to be like, oh, she slipped on a banana peel out there on the mats, and Elle had the win, and I saw that gust of win. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad.
I mean, when I first met her, she was still in a knee brace. So
yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
All right, we got and main events left. We got Benoit Saint-Denis versus Mauricio. Yeah, Mauricio Ruffy.
Now, is he Brazilian? Is it Huffy or Ruffy?
Ruffy. He's Brazilian.
Ruffy?
He's part of the
Ruffy,
fighting,
isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So don't they pronounce the R with an H in?
So you think it's more of like Hazmat Chimaev?
Well, how do you say Mauricio Shogun Rua, or is it Hua?
It is Hua for sure.
And it might be Huffy. Let us know. Elle Dawson, let us know.
She's long gone. She's like, I can't watch these two knuckleheads any longer.
She gave up on us already. There are other questions in the chat, weren't there? Any answers to the questions I asked earlier? While we wait for Mr. Benoit Saint-Denis.
One wrote LeBron James versus Caitlin Clark would bring in money. Yes, it would. Yeah. No, that's what I saw. This has been a fight of the night. No, it was the Ortega thing, and then Lopez Speed versus Silva Power.
Yeah.
Okay. That little niche.
We got it all. Okay.
Paul Craig gone.
Yeah.
Man. And it's funny, too. I'm not going to lie. You're going to be like, yeah, Dave, I think you're right. I swear his last 5 fights, me and you have been together for a watch long. Am I right on this? This has been an ongoing thing, your love affair for Paul Craig.
I feel like that might be right, and he's lost all of it.
So
everyone. It's my fault.
You literally killed Braveheart.
Me claiming my Scottish heritage has fucked Paul Craig.
I'm sorry. You retired a man.
I did.
I want to retire Angela Hill, and you want to retire Paul Craig.
Oh my goodness. 2, 4, 6. 6 of the last 7 have been losses, and 2, 4, 6, 8. 6 of the last 8 are losses, 1 no contest, 1 win.
And again, let's go back to my point about Tony Ferguson, Calvin Kattar, Brian Ortega, and even Paul Craig type, because Paul Craig beat an Ankalaev and he beat a Jamal Hill. His losses are to the best guys in the world, and they don't get any, they don't give them any lacks at all. They just give them the best fighters over and over and over again. And it's just this.
Look at this. We just mentioned Mauricio Hua, John Mahal Hill, Nikita Krylov were his last 3 wins. And let me know if you know any of these guys that he's lost to. Volkan Ozdemir, Johnny Walker, Brendan Allen, Kai Borralho, Bo Nickel, and Modestas Bukakis. Only one he's beaten recently was 2023, Andre Muniz, and then he no contest against Rodolfo Balato.
Remember he was beating him, and then the guy, that's when that was the weirdest thing ever. And he woke up because he was illegally kicked. It was the craziest finish ever.
Oh, right.
Ruffy makes that
Buckley.
walk.
Right. So Fight Night, ESPN 309.
Yeah.
Which one was that? New York. Yeah, 309, 301. Yeah, so we definitely watch those two, 309, 301. Oh, no, Jones Miocic. Did we watch that? No.
I don't think so. I think I was at an event. Yeah. I was. It was Game Bread Bare Knuckle, because the next night was that was Jake Paul and Tyson was the 15th. UFC was the 16th.
Yeah. You weren't. Excuse me. You weren't kidding. I mean, he's up here beating some top talent. Then he rips off 3 out of 4 losses, and they're like, yeah, keep going against these young bucks, Kai and Bo, and yeah, it's tough, man. Went from 16-4-1 to 17-10-1. That's a rough go right there. 17-10-1-1. Poor Paul Craig. Got that William Wallace blood. Didn't help him much.
Freedom. What a great movie.
My buddy. That
who do you guys got for this fight? Great question. I love betting and numbers and all that stuff. So I will say this. It's very odd that Benoit Saint-Denis, his numbers 6 days in a row got down. There's something that we don't know. Vegas doesn't, those big castles out there isn't up there for no reason. They know what's going on. So there's something about Benoit Saint-Denis winning this fight. With that being said, I got Ruffy. I just think Benoit
his numbers have improved, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like Vegas had him losing easily a week ago, and every single day it's got lower and lower and lower, which is he's almost even money now. Benoit gets hit a lot, and Ruffy puts people away when he hits them. So it's a bad combination.
Yeah. It's tough to look at Saint-Denis and be convinced that he's I don't know.
What a jump, guys. UFC 295, he defeated Matt Borralho first round. His next fight 4 months later at UFC 299 fighting Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, that's a
massive
jump.
Prelim, outside ranked top 20 into third lightweight in the world, one of the greatest for 10 straight years. That's a crazy jump. But they do that once in a while.
Yeah, he knocked out Thiago Moises.
Yeah, so real quick, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's great.
Week ago, minus 230 was Ruffy. Now he's minus 155. And betting wise, that's a massive 80 points. That's a big jump. So Benoit's plus 130 now. Still got Ruffy.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that jump is that Frivola to Poirier jump. I think he was oversold.
Yes.
And they accelerated him. I mean, he's not young because he was in the military first, right? How old is he?
Can I guess first?
Yeah.
32.
Oh, he's only 29.
Wow, even younger than I thought.
Wow. Okay. So, and he's been fighting since.
Woo! Look at their face-offs.
Since at least 2019. So he's been fighting since he's 23. So how long could he possibly have, unless he was in the military and fighting at the same time? Anywho, we get distracted.
Wow, they're both 29.
Both 29, both 5'11". Ruffy 75-inch reach to Saint-Denis 73.
Let's go.
12-1, 14-3. Yeah, I think I think he was oversold.
Yeah.
After a couple scraps in the UFC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights. He was 5-1 in those 6, and then he jumps to Dustin Poirier. I mean, you're fighting a champion at that point. That's a massive jump.
Yeah.
And then he gets choked out by
and look at
stopped
1,
by
2,
Moicano.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 fights in a row doesn't go to the finish. And I like being aggressive and I like relentlessness. I think it's a pace. What Merab Dvalishvili does a pace, but he does it with intelligence. He doesn't do it. And a lot of his fights go the distance. He puts a pace on you, but he never puts himself in crazy harm. Benoit will be such a pace and he's like super aggressive, but he puts his chin up there. And if you catch him at the right time, he's going to get knocked out. That's why all of his fights are finishes. Yeah. He's going to get knocked out or he's going to knock someone out. Like and that's what Aaron Pico did. People are like, oh, Aaron Pico was looking good against Laurent Murphy until he wasn't. It's like, I never thought he was looking good. He was just ultra aggressive. He's just running after him. It's like, ooh, yeah, it's hard to fight a guy who's running after you. But if you do it against the best guys in the world and be like, oh, you don't have your defense up. Your hands are in the wrong spots. I'm going to knock you out like Laurent Murphy did. Right. It's kind of like, I don't want to say naive. It's just like, he's just sloppy. He's just all, and sometimes it works being sloppy. You're going to get the knockout because you're so aggressive. But, even Aaron Judge swings opposite field once in a while. A little oppo single.
There you go. Look at you sneaking in the Yankees.
Yeah, dude, it's time. We're in a postseason hunt right now, guys. Let me check the score.
Yeah, I mean, Ruffy, for example, only has 4 fights in the UFC. Spinning wheel kick against King Green.
Here we go. Oh, Benoit kick to the body right away.
Instantly. Wide stance from Ruffy. Keep saying Huffy.
Oh, barely missed. Head kick
Almost
by Benoit.
Wide stance a la Conor McGregor almost.
Yeah. That
looks a lot like him, right?
100%. That kind of comparison,
especially with the
went
beard,
right the rip.
The reddish beard there. And he's
Benoit tries to wrestle Ruffy down. And he gets him. He gets him.
Yep.
Ruffy for a little bit had him against the cage, but no, Benoit gets him down.
That's a nice takedown.
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
He's got his arm trapped into side.
Side mount to full mount like that.
Stepping over. Nice job just stepping over. It was like slow and intentional. It wasn't. It was just he was just like, whoop. He doesn't have a choke there, but he's like almost like he's working the head and arm, right? He doesn't quite have it. He also doesn't look like he's really squeezing much, does he?
No, not like you don't want to waste anything. I think he's just all my weight's on his weight, and then he's seeing what if he gives him an arm,
posturing up,
rear naked,
gives
like
him his back. Yep, he's got his lock in.
Wow,
man, working that choke.
Vegas knows
about
shit.
To shake him off though. He's still got his lock in a little bit, but
now
Ruffy turns it. Yep, Ruffy reverses it.
And Ruffy gets up right away.
Ruffy says nope.
Which I despise that.
The knee with a head kick and a level change. Nice. Oh. Punch to enter on a level change. And Ruffy tried to kick him to keep him off, but he's able to get in and is trying to pull him away from the cage. But Ruffy's looked like he was grabbing a little bit. But Saint-Denis trying to grab his wrist to collapse him. Couldn't get it. Slowly working a little choke there. No.
Wow.
Just got him pressed up against the cage. A couple body shots. Gonna make him uncomfortable. He's just all over him.
Dude.
Just making him carry him. Oh, trying to.
Ruffy's doing a good job just kind of continuously trying to move and different things. But yeah, Benoit, this is absolutely dominating. Has him in a weird mount. Now he's kind of got to move different mount. He might try an arm triangle here.
Yeah.
If he can get off this cage.
Ruffy does a good job. Yeah, same position as before, where he's kind of up high.
It's like he's just smothering him.
Yeah. Trying to get some ground and pound. Takes his back. No. Ruffy did a good job getting out of that. Oh, Ruffy, good job standing up, trying to get off the cage. Push Saint-Denis back against the cage now. Trying to tell Herb Dean he hit him low, I think. Right? He's talking to Herb Dean. Ruffy is talking to Herb Dean, complaining about something. What is he stopping him? And Herb Dean stopped him for a low blow that he didn't even see.
What? I don't think it's low.
No, I don't think so either. Herb Dean is asking for a replay to see if they can confirm a low blow, it looks like.
Because if it is a low blow, they'll get him out of that spot. If it's not a low blow, Benoit should go right to his back to where he was.
And I wasn't convinced by the replay. I need to come on, ESPN, give us another one.
They just don't.
They need to back up to
ESPN doesn't give a crap right now. They're like, hey, I'm watching college football here at UFC. You guys can stick it.
$8 million. Go yourself. Saint-Denis is like, what are we doing here? It's like
wild. This is wild.
Like I was kneeing above my arm. So
I guess they're saying it was low because they're letting him strike now.
Yeah.
That's such a disadvantage for Benoit if it wasn't because Benoit had him in the perfect spot. He wanted him, and Ruffy's
Yep.
now standing, swinging bombs at him.
Oh, good. Head kick, right hand, and then level change, but he didn't get it. And
It's only a 3-rounder too.
The cage.
It's gonna fly by.
Yeah.
Benoit is just. This is his fight. It's how he wants to.
He's really trying to open with that leg.
Because he gets, after he does that, look, he gets so close to him. Now he can wrestle. Like that.
Yeah, and he gets his
head
hands
kick.
up.
Yeah, it's so much of the octagon that he covers there. And then he's right inside.
And that's the round, folks.
Benoit wins.
We need another replay here. I think so. Can't convince me otherwise.
Round 2. Wow. The Vegas backers.
What do you guys see in the chat? Was that a low blow? I couldn't tell from the replay.
I got texted saying it was 1,000,000% body shots.
Body shots, not low blow.
Yeah.
They like you said, ESPN is busy doing college replays, so they're not giving us a nice one. So let's see. We're gonna have to have Netflix. We got to keep ESPN. We got to get Paramount. We got to get WWE.
Yeah, I got everything. I'm not even. We have HBO Max at the house.
Yeah.
Susie has the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
We have 12 of them, and some of them are anywhere $8.99.99. Some of them Netflix. I didn't realize Netflix was like $28.
Netflix went. Oh, is that cheap? Is that the Iceman in the crowd?
Big Chuck. By the way, so for my birthday last week, Coach Mike, Susie got me boxes of cards.
Ooh.
So I wanted to wait for the show. I'm like, no, I love cards. I love ripping them open. So me and the boys did them just in my chair, open the cards.
Oh, Denis got caught with a left there.
I got 2 really great cards. They're numbered cards, so it's like valuable.
Right.
One was Chuck Liddell, a numbered Chuck Liddell card. And the second one was a flying knee by Ruffy.
And followed it up with a right hand. Saint-Denis getting touched this round. Oh, with an elbow too. So you got an Iceman
and a refractor number 200, and it's card number 1 of Chimaev, the middleweight champion. Nice. I looked it up. Number 42 was worth $250. So usually, like if it's number 1, it's more.
Right.
We made out on that box. We did all right.
Dude, I never had luck with cards. I haven't bought much in a while other than Pokemon for the boys, but I never had luck ripping open cards.
Oh,
big miss.
Ruffy's swinging wildly.
Wildly. Yeah, Saint-Denis touched up. He's showing it on his face. Ruffy seems to have found the range a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's going back to that flying knee, I think, soon.
That works. Smart, he will, yeah. But Saint-Denis lowers, tries to get his arms locked, try to throw, got another kick or a knee to the gut, which Ruffy's complaining about again.
Good job by Ruffy there. Great job of balance, staying up. Good fight.
Oh, nice throw by Saint-Denis. Moving towards his back. He's got his left arm trapped funny.
Yeah.
He was smart. He could have. He didn't see it or didn't have a good chance to transition to it.
He's got his back, guys. He's trying to put in the chokes. Big shots here from Benoit.
Got a body lock in, trying to loosen him up with some big shots. Yeah, trying to move to a choke. He's got across his chin, it looks like.
That's under.
Is it under? It's on the chin, maybe a little bit under. Yeah, Ruffy's doing a good job keeping his chin tucked, keeping that from getting sunk in. And he's turning towards the bicep.
Wow.
Saint-Denis has it locked, though. Saint-Denis just slowly.
He tapped him.
Tapped him. Saint-Denis.
Jinx.
Wow. Wow.
The crowd goes crazy.
It was right on here, and you could see his arm moving, just cranking, just cranking, just tightening it up, and he finally just went beep, beep, beep. Ian Gary was in the crowd going, yikes. And apparently the Frenchman has some fans in the crowd tonight, you think? The crowd is going nuts. Nice sportsmanship.
Yeah,
Two
good.
men talking,
Good.
hugging.
I love that.
Yeah.
2 studs too.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Saint-Denis. He's like, I'm going to go on a run here, and you're going to give me another champion. Yeah, he great throw to take him down and got his back and just got that arm across his chin and maybe got the bones just enough under and was just tightening and cinching and tightening and cinching. You could see it. He was just locking it, locking. Nicely done. Absolutely nicely done, sir. All right, so I guess we made all the money on that one, huh? Got to put some gas in the Bentley.
Vegas.
Yeah.
They don't miss. It's
Yeah.
wild. I'm telling you, 80 points, guys, is a massive jump. It doesn't that 1 out of every 6, 8, 10 months, you know, that to happen. So there was weird.
Yeah.
I should have probably got into it.
Should have hit it earlier in the week or last week like I did. You know, mortgaged the house for that one.
So me and Uncle Drew were talking about that, and I was like, hey man, how about we do this, we can put together $20,000, $24,000, $25,000 bet on the Eagles defeating the Cowboys. I thought it was the most locked game ever. And
the money wasn't in your favor though, was it?
No. They were minus 8.5. So like at the one time when I looked at it, they were like minus 275 just straight on the money line. Because I know the game would be close. And they did win, but I would have been dying, sweating I thought they were going to beat about like 20. I really did. Right. It was dominant. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah. We watched till the first half. And then basically the entire house went to bed. And so when I pulled it up the next morning, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, great game.
Barely scored in the second half. What the hell? It was a
lightning strike.
Shootout.
It was an hour and 20-minute gap.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. How did I not see that headline? Wow.
So like they thought it was like the players went away and just got cold and
right.
It was wonky. I'm the guy who stayed up to 1:15 to watch it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Then
you're a fucking maniac.
It's a problem.
Yeah, it is, dude.
But it's my superhero, my superpower. I don't sleep. And then the girls wake up at 6.
You say that.
And then at 53, I'm just like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna be on the side of
every
the street.
Single scientific and medical study that's ever been done about sleep tells you you're wrong, David.
No, you're not wrong. I am dead wrong on this one. Trust me, it's bad. I just,
all causes of mortality increase with lack of sleep. Dementia risk increases. What I'm trying to say is get some sleep, brother.
I got 19 kids, run 3 companies. I think my love for sports does it away.
I know.
I was the Charger game was around 11:30, 11:45 last night.
I was asleep for an hour at that point. Woke up at 5 a.m. this morning to go run. And then Cooper decided he didn't want to run this year because he has, remember in daycare there was Cooper and Cooper? And they called them Mini Cooper and Big Cooper.
Carlisle.
Yeah. So he had a birthday party today. So like halfway through this 5K, after complaining about different things, my Cooper says, just don't want to be too tired for Cooper's party. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. You'll be all right.
The truth comes out. All right. So, but anyway, yeah. So then I come home from running a 5K and I have to go run a 5K because I didn't get to run in the first 5K because I was walking with Cooper. But yeah, that's why I don't go to bed at 1 a.m.
That's a problem.
Which you should, because your daughters wake you up at 5 a.m. anyway.
They this morning Taylor had a box of remember back in the day you went in McDonald's and you jumped in the ball pit, like we have those balls on. You've been in the back room. We have like a huge ball mini pit.
Nice.
So she had a big Amazon box, probably from one of my beautiful wife bought it something on Amazon. That's why I work so much. So it was this empty box that she grabbed her 8 things from, and it was a ball pit. And she wakes me up. She's like, "Dad, pick a ball." She's like, "Try to get the color blue." It's like, "Yes, daughter, I'm up."
Right.
It was 6:20 a.m.
And have you tried keeping them up later at night?
So it's where we go back and forth on that, because we were and Susie's totally right about it. Like she knows about the sleep thing and she goes to bed at a decent time. It's me. I should go to bed. It's like, no, I want to watch the Charger game.
Right.
It's on. It's a bad decision by me for sure.
Better than cocaine.
But so the girls are at 7:30. Dylan's 8. Colin's around 9. But we say that, so we put them in bed at 7:30. They don't go to bed. They don't probably fall asleep till it's 9. It's an hour fight of back and forth, and I give them a rear naked choke every once in a while. Give them the John Cena, But it's a thing. So like we start at 7:30 because we know it's a thing. We tried once. We're like, hey, let's see if we stretch them out to 8:30, and then it was an hour after that. So it was 9:30, 10. Like, no, they need an hour fight every night.
Right. So you gotta start at like 8 o'clock, so they don't go to bed at 10, and then they'll sleep till 4:45.
Right. But it's been good for
I've done
school.
That before.
It's been good for school because there are bus stop 6:45, and we've been getting up and we've been eating breakfast and doing stuff, and they haven't been like the zombies. I remember as a kid sometimes I was like, took me the second period before I got going, but they're up and they feel good. So
kindergartners, dude, you have kindergartners.
Yeah.
How the hell is that even possible, dude?
7th grade, 3rd grade kindergartners.
It's insane. The twins are in elementary school. It's insane.
Yeah.
Jacob turned 13, dude. Like I have a teenager. Like I there's Chuck, the Iceman.
What a legend.
There he is.
I agree. That's a great point. Talking about the teammates of the like the fighting nerds, maybe pushing one guy. Yeah.
What do you mean pushing them?
Like they, one, and I think Silva's the guy. I think Gene Silva is like maybe the best out of the 4. And we'll see right here about Kaio. But like kind of saying, the other ones are saying, oh, Ruffy's going to be world champion. It's one of those things. What are you supposed to say? What are you not going to say?
Right.
But I think the point is like, it's you get on these tracks, and this is what we were talking about the Paul Craig and Ferguson. You get on these tracks and you got nowhere else to go. Like you're making money, and they're big names, and they're selling merchandise. It's the fight game. It's crazy. It's cold. It's hard on top. It's cold on top. And
it's very difficult. Like to your point, it's very difficult to do this job being okay with losing.
Yeah.
So you have to surround yourself with people that think you're the best. If your coach is like, you'll probably win 50% of your fights, you'd be like, I'm not going to fucking do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would leave. Yeah.
Right.
Totally agree.
You need people who are honest with you, and you don't get to this level without having the skill set and the work ethic. Like you're going to be able to get to this point by being pretty damn good. A lot of people don't get there because there was no skill set, there was no work ethic. So the right coach said, you should probably go be an accountant or something. But at this level, you can't surround yourself with people like, yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more.
You need that positivity. You need to think like,
no, show us that tweet if you could.
What is it?
Hey, Code, do you see the ism tweet about Ruffy? I'm dead. Send it to us.
Oh no.
Screenshot. I'm actually posting.
I'll see if I can find it super quick. And by the way, it's X now.
I know. You're right.
I even spelled it right. Holy shit. How good am I? Hamza
Islam
Chimaev.
Makhachev. So not Chimaev.
Oh, he
Islam.
said Islam.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not
My
going to
fault.
spell that right. Islam.
Makhachac. It's funny. I can't spell binoculars, but Machayev. Okay, that's that. Yeah, maybe that one. Woo, let's see. Train more, speak less. That's the key to success. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
Islam reacts to Benoit Saint-Denis' win over Mauricio Ruffy. Train more, speak less. That's the key to success. That's a great line. That needs to be a t-shirt right there.
Fight bananas.
Train more, speak less. It might already be a t-shirt. You never know. Brother. Train more, speak less. That's the key to success. Brother.
And I say this all the time, and people probably hate when I remember last time we were, I think, here doing the show, and Alex Pereira, I don't like that he did a movie 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I do not like it. It's like you're at the top of your profession.
Right.
Like you're doing a movie, the guy who's fighting you is training.
Right.
He's lifting weights right now and working on, inside leg kicks over and over again. It's a cold business.
There are very few, and some would argue John Jones is one of them, who can do all of the extracurriculars and still be the best at what they do 9 to 5. Like even in my own personal life, when I was fucking off, I wasn't doing my 9 to 5 very well.
Right.
Same thing for these guys. This is what their profession is. When they're running a whiskey empire and doing blow 7 days a week, they're probably not going to be as good as they should be inside the octagon.
Right.
John Jones may be the exception to that rule.
Yeah.
But you had a counterpoint. You were going to say something. What was it?
No, I totally agree. I'm like massive on it. I not even the partying thing too, guys. I'm like, I see stuff during the week and I'm probably too, and Elle makes fun of me all the time about it. But I feel like more times than not, I nail it. When my best one ever was remember when Volkanovski, like everyone was saying that he was old, and then he was doing all those grandpa things, and he showed up to the press conference just as grandpa. I'm like, oh, this man is losing a fight. There's no way that you got the grandpa costume, thought about it. He did the whole act. He was sleeping on it. He that takes time and effort and brain composition to do all this. I'm like, he's not ready to fight to the death against another human being. I'm weird about stuff like that. Yeah. I said that about Dricus that week against Chimaev. I just felt like Chimaev was very cold and quiet, and Dricus was more loud than usual. I was like, oh, I felt good about Chimaev winning that fight regardless. But then just the fight week and press conferences, I'm like, Chimaev is absolutely winning this fight. But, it's a dumb take on me, I think, but I think I'm more right than wrong. It's like whoever's the fight week is so loud and big, and whoever can be as normal as possible and ever, just not. And sometimes if you're not quiet, if you are loud, be loud. It would be odd if you weren't. Like whoever is more themselves during fight week, I feel better about.
And Poatan too was on like this weird world tour before that too, right? Like he was all over. Like for one of the fights, he was in Australia when he got the call or something.
That was against Yuri when it was supposed to be Connor and Chandler, and they called him for that fight against Yuri, which he did win. And some of these big guys, you just have this power. It's like you throw the right punch. Derek Lewis can walk into any room in the world and be the best ever. Right. And if the one punch lands, there's nothing you can do.
Right. That's not training. That's dodging and waiting to hit.
Right. And it just God's given him
I know he's much more high level than that, but that's a distinction, right? Poatan's matched up with more skilled fighters, if that's fair to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was on that world tour, and then he does a movie, and it's like, how many times can you get away with it? Like I said, John Jones is so good. He got away with it. Some would say most of his career, right? We don't really know for sure, but stories, the myth has been made that, he didn't train and then beat the best,
Right.
or he'd be on a bender and then show up and beat the best. Not everybody can do that. So I agree with you. You're out making movies. That they always said that about Rhonda too. Once she went Hollywood,
she never got it back.
Her focus shift. And
what do you think about this? That you're, you love your team, you're part of a team like this, blah blah, and then your teammate loses. It's like got to be a demoralizing thing, right? Like if you're going to go into a job interview and right before that Jacob loses a big baseball game, it's like you're just not in the right state of mind, I would say.
Well, Shabbos talked about that, right? One of the cards he was on, a teammate or one of his buddies lost, right? And like he tried to push it out of his head. I forget what the result of his fight was, but like all of these sports, they talk about having a short memory. You throw a pick, who cares? Next play. You miss your assignment on this running play. All right, cool. This is a passing play. Get it right this time. Like you have to be able to compartmentalize and forget things. I don't know if that's the same. Like you've put so much energy and emotion into your buddy winning, and you're sitting back there warming up, watching it, and he gets knocked out or choked out.
Yeah.
How short is your memory on something like that? Because in football, you got 20 more plays. Right.
And also, too, some of these same quartermen were just out there for that. It's a tough thing. Because there's no way that cornerman doesn't have in the back of their head, it's like, man, what could we done different against the fight before? Like we're human beings. There's regret or like, maybe you're going to be like, hey, we were too passive aggressive on this one, guys, we got to go. We got to be too, now you're going to be too aggressive for this fight. Try to coach too aggressive. It is for, I think, something.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
I got Imavov.
After all, they're humans. I mean, Cowboy talked about it in his fight against Conor, right? He just didn't want to fucking be there. Maybe he was already retired in his head. Right. Maybe he just was cashing a paycheck. And, normally wouldn't have taken that fight. Whatever many reasons there are, we're humans at the end of the day. And I think the best of the best, it doesn't affect them. They're able to.
What is? Oh, something on his ankle. You saw it, right?
He's got ankle braces on.
The trainer went put his head in a bad scenario, but he was trying for his ankle. So let me do this. Kyle. Man, this is a good fight. I cannot wait for this fight. Been pretty excited for this one. Because it's not a defined, definite yet, and probably a finish will make sure of it. But this is the winner, especially if someone makes a splash here. Will probably fight Chimaev early 2026.
You think so? Big splash?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the whole the nerd glasses thing, like how long can they sustain that? Who's a real nerd, who's nerd adjacent,
right?
If I just throw on nerd glasses, am I in the club?
Because those four guys got like the push, and they all got 2, 3, 4 wins in a row, so everyone thought it was just them four. There's like 7 or 8 of them in the gym. One girl was like 1-3 under the UFC, but they never had her in the picture. You know what I mean? But she would, that one win she put on the glasses. It's like, you're 1-3. Like you're not in the club. It's a weird thing. I don't know. It's
a shtick. It's all right. It gives us something to talk about for sure. And that's part of why they do it. They think it's funny. It's a joke. And they did it once and people talked about it and they're like, oh,
they're in the co-main and the main event.
Right. They paired them up. Right. Yeah.
It has definitely worked.
Like
they
we
got
said
better
at the
paychecks
top,
today.
Yeah. Like we said at the top of the show, I'm not necessarily into all that. And maybe the UFC doesn't need that, but doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt at all. UFC has something they can sell about you. They're going to use it to sell you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And you like you said, the top of the card is anytime you get two guys from Brazil, you got a country tuning in. And then you make them characters from that country. I love it. I'm always intrigued with the marketing aspect of it, as both a fan and a business major. It's fun to watch.
And the UFC has definitely won that battle. Like they have, and we love the PFL. They've done. They're so good to us, and I think they had a really good year. 2025 to me, we talked about it on that show. To me, was their best year ever. And I hope they have they still got a couple months. Hopefully they have a good fall, but they've had a good year. And I say this all the time. Sometimes you don't try to. I talked off air, someone pretty high in the business, and you don't try to beat the UFC in 1 year. You as a company, as the PFL, you just keep stacking up good years. Just keep stacking up good years in a row. And you were told a 90-year-old man, hey, boxing's not the biggest combat sport anymore. They'd be like, what? Right. Horse racing's not that big anymore. Because during the 30s and 40s, it was boxing and horse racing were the two biggest sports.
Right.
And, stuff happens. So it's Dana gets old. They don't care. They get bought out. People are like, hey, this isn't cool anymore. And PFL, if you just keep stacking up good years, you never know. You never know. So,
well,
but
go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, the UFC has it, the market corner. They are killing it.
Well, and also, I mean, there's a great book by Simon Sinek. He has a few that are centered around the same idea of like, find your why. Like, why are you in business? Find your why. Start with why. There's a few books, and one of them, he talks about how Microsoft went wrong with their MP3 player. Like, Apple is very clear on what they do and why they do it, right? And they start with why, and then they expand out from there. And this is the expression of why we do what we do. The expression is the iPod, right? And then it becomes the iPhone. And then like that is an expression of why we do what we do. And I forget exactly what their mission is, but it's essentially like making technology available for every human to make life easier. Let's say that's their why. That's why they exist. When Microsoft came out with the Zune MP3 player, they wanted to beat Apple.
Yeah.
They wanted to take down the iPod. That's not why you make that.
Yeah, you would never be a successful business when you just want to beat Apple.
Right. When Microsoft first came out, they wanted to put a computer on every desk in every home in America. And Microsoft Windows and the personal computer exploded because that was their why. And the devices, the software were an expression of why they went into business. The Zune, when Simon Sinek met with one of the higher ups in Microsoft.
By the way, horrible tattoos, right?
I know. I was saying
Kaio's in the top 5.
Yeah.
Kaio versus Jamal Hill for worst tattoos ever in UFC history. But I'm sorry.
That's all right. The higher up in Microsoft sat down with Simon Sinek and said, look at this. This is what we're going to use to end Apple's stranglehold on MP3 player. You remember ever owning a Microsoft Zune? No. Nobody did. Right.
And that's right. But they're still a company, right? Microsoft.
Oh yeah, Microsoft. Yeah. But
okay.
But they went and created this thing to try and steal a market from the giant. And PFL can't walk around saying we're going to take down the UFC. They need to focus on why they're in business in the first place, and that's to put on good fights.
Right.
Is to create matchups, create stars within their own organization. And if they focus on that, who cares about UFC? We'll either beat them or we won't, but we'll stay in business longer if we focus on this.
Yep, 100%.
You try to take down the giant, you might get lost along the way.
And I think the PFL for a while was like, hey, this is what the UFC is doing, so we got to be the polar opposite. It's like, no, that's again, you don't have to be the polar opposite. The UFC is doing it, and they're actually super good at it. So like, I'm not saying now you don't copy them to a T, but just do the best you can be. And we say this all the time at Fight Bananas. I talk with our people all the time. It's like, it's nothing everyone else is doing. Oh, they're doing that's good. Okay, cool. That we might add that. We might tinker with that. We're just trying to be the best media outlet, content creation, we can be.
Right. And because at the core of it, you love watching and talking about this sport. And this is an expression of that.
Yeah.
So it works. That's why we have millions of viewers right now. Or, tens of viewers. Here we go. Main event. Borralho and Imavov. Round 1. Middleweight. 5 possible rounds. Kai looking for a head kick early. Is it Cal or Kai? Am I saying
Kyle.
Kyle.
And it's with an H. Yeah, those R's are H's somehow. It's like Borralho.
Borralho.
Who would have thought that I was good? I'm better with the Nassourdine Imavov.
Yeah, when you start trading out how an R sounds, I start, Polo Tropical, like I can't say it. Pollo Tropical. I'm no good at that stuff. Again, looking for that head kick against Imavov. They're still talking about Benoit Saint-Denis. He's saying when he won, this place reached 1,200 decibels. Okay, Michael, you'd all be deaf.
Definitely feeling each other out. Both respect a lot from the other opponent. Seeing head kicks, kind of kicks to the body, kicks to the legs.
Yeah, the booth just said it. They know how dangerous each other is.
Right.
And these are big boys. These are middleweights now.
It's funny you say that. Middleweight has always been one of my favorite divisions because you're right in that, to me, the perfect spot of like the right shot, easy knockout.
Right.
But then these guys there's some fights that they're still not too big, that they got gas tanks and they can go and they can do transitions and they're quick and just like that perfect weight. Welterweight too, of course. But to me, middleweight has more power.
Kyle went to level change and Imavov grabbed his neck. They're both
sneaky little low trip by Kyle, but Imavov, great balance, still stays up. Kyle gets out of there. But Imavov is the stalker.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's held the middle. Mostly had
great outside leg kick there by Kyle.
Outside, yeah.
Imavov gets in there.
Yeah, I agree with what you just said about 185. That's that nice tweener. That's they got lots of power, but they also have skill set elsewhere. But it's not like the 125ers where they're going to hit each other 300 times and nobody even loses their balance.
Yeah.
No offense to those guys.
And then the vice versa is like the heavyweights. Sometimes they're so bad. Yeah. It's like they get one overhand right, barely hits the temple. It's like they fall over because it's 340-pound man punching you.
Or John Jones chokes you out in 30 seconds because you have zero answers.
Yeah, they're not skilled in other.
Yeah, Kyle looks very
hesitant.
Disjointed. Like he isn't. I don't know. I don't want to say that he's not expecting this, but he looks out of sorts maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, Imavov is more intact. He's leading the dance. He always throws the first punch.
Yeah, he's definitely pressuring. Kyle's been on the, like I said, beyond the warning track. That little stripe with all the names on it. We got to officially make that a term that we call it.
Warning track?
He's been on the outside of the warning track most of the fights.
That's it. I'm saying it right now. Done.
Copyright it.
During the island fights, I'm going to say that. Like, getting close to the warning track right there.
You got to make sure they have a stripe.
They don't. I'll put some. I'll duct tape
it in there. There you go. Like, what is this tape?
And I'm going to sign my name all around it. Dave the Fight Pass.
Like, Dave, you can't do that. I did, so I must be allowed to.
Dude, I got Susie's sister's guy. So like my brother-in-law and his buddy, who's I call him the Buffalo Bill guy. He's the one that last year I was lucky enough to go 50-yard line, first row, Monday Night Football game.
Okay, gotcha.
They're buddies. They're coming to Island Fights in November 14th at the Biloxi Hard Rock, and we got them some VIP stuff, and and they asked me, I'm like, guys, we can eat scrambled eggs in the ring in between fights, whatever you want to do. We're going backstage, like whatever you want. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah. So trying to not tell them too much and still kind of surprise them, but it's whatever you want.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
When the guy puts the hand up, if you want to put the title on him, if we have to, you do it. We'll make it work.
Susie's sister just putting the belt on the people. Like, who the hell is that lady? She's with Dave. He's insufferable. Just let her do it. Wasn't Buffalo Bill the bad guy from
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah. When you first said that, I was like, it's the Buffalo Bill guy.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill guy. Dude, it's
the guy with the Buffalo Bills hookup guy.
Yeah, nicest guy.
Like, the actor from Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Darlene can't even handle a reference to that movie. Scared the shit out of her when she was a kid.
Yeah. No, I probably haven't watched it in 15 years, but it's a great movie.
Yeah. I mean, that's one you don't really need to watch more than once, in my opinion.
Yeah. I watched it young, and then when I was older, it'd be like, oh, because remember,
Round 2 just started.
Hannibal came out.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you watch any of the sequels or the spin-offs?
I think I did. So I had Imavov winning that one. I don't know if you feel that way, Coach Mike.
Yeah, I think so. Not much damage to speak of, but he had octagon control and pressure, and however they break that down.
I'm on my buttons, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm sucked into the fight. Forgot I got to push buttons over there.
Yeah, you got to push buttons. Got to interact with our
audience.
Do a
producer soon. Guy right there. Just yell at him. You push the buttons. You post these things.
We need our Chin, our Jamie. We need somebody. Yeah, Kaio definitely being pressured here. Imavov doing a good job keeping his back to the outside. Keeping Kaio's back to the outside. Keeping his back to the center. Not a ton of action still here in the second round. There's a little flurry there early from Imavov, but
I hate to say they
circling.
They kind of respect each other too much.
Yeah, perhaps.
And then they're both really good. They're both high level. Yeah. So it's like the other one's not giving the other guy an opening.
Yeah, right.
And the other one's not going to be sloppy and just create one because they're both really, really good.
Yeah. I agree with that assessment 100%.
But I would assume, especially if Imavov wins the first couple, then if you're down 0-2 or 0-3, you got to start opening up. You got to go.
Right. And then you worry about giving those openings to a high level guy, right?
Ooh, nice overhand right there by Kaio.
Yeah. Followed by a head kick.
When he goes, he does all right.
Yeah.
He's not going enough. Nice one, too, by Imavov. Ooh, good body shot.
Good body shot is right. Nice, level change right hand, right to the gut.
I love Imavov's counter strikes.
Yeah.
Kaio goes in there and Imavov almost waits. He knows he's going to get, hit a little bit. He tries to do defense. And he's like, the counter strike is lightning. Uppercut. Imavov is starting to feel it a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
So crazy too. And people in the chat would totally understand. And Imavov was a slight bet underdog, but a very close fight, and he's looking really good now. And just say if he wins this fight, it's like, man, he looks awesome. Spinning back fist by Imavov
as a counter to a head kick, by the way.
If he if he wins this fight and goes against Chimaev, he'll be a massive underdog, like 5-1. Like he'll be just massive.
Right.
And that's just how high level the next guy is.
Right.
Ooh, Kyle shoots.
Yeah.
Imavov, great
job.
defense.
Hand on the back of the head to keep him off. Yeah, Kyle almost looks like a look of, dare I say desperation. That's too strong a word, but looks like there's a puzzle in front of him that he just can't solve.
Right. Totally agree.
Yeah. Because Imavov just is his shadow. Just everywhere he moves, Imavov is there cutting him off first. Like every time he steps left, Imavov is big strike there by Kyle.
Yeah,
good counter.
Imavov just kind of
they're throwing now. The respect is gone, I think.
Good.
No, maybe not. I say that and they stare at each other. Those were some
big shots there by Kyle.
Yes, I mean, like every time he moves, Imavov is right there on him, just cutting him off, not letting him circle out, not letting him come forward.
Dude, look at Imavov's calves when he does that bouncing thing. Absolutely shredded.
Walking away 2 seconds before the bell. Yeah, I'd say Kyle's a little frustrated with there's 2 seconds left and he's just walking away. A little bit of frustration there, unless that's a cockiness that I've never noticed before.
Kyle had a big shot there, but I still had Imavov winning the round. Am I okay?
I think so, because I mean, Imavov still had plenty of big shots.
A lot of good strikes. Yeah.
And controlled the cage again.
So we agree. We're 2018 Imavov here.
I think so. Was everybody in the chat thing? I think that has to be the way we see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Plus that body shot was that.
The body shot was nasty.
Yeah. The spinning back fist was that round.
Bisping talking about what Dave said with a teammate losing right before you. Appreciate it, Sean Sterling. Not,
Yeah, we are human after all. The best of the best are able to compartmentalize that and keep it separate. But we don't know if he's the best of the best yet. Yet to be seen. Tuesdays, 8 p.m., Dana White Contender Series. Not a part of the Paramount Plus deal.
Yeah, I think they're staying over here.
You think they're going to stay on ESPN?
Yeah.
ESPN Plus, rather?
Because I think they want to keep like the Ultimate Fighter over here. That maybe, and honestly, what I've heard is if they do like a mega show, they might do a pay-per-view over here, something of that nature. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
They didn't want to leave ESPN because of big shot by Imavov.
Yeah, Kyle came up the center with a knee, and Imavov countered with a right that seemed to stumble him.
Big shots by both men there.
Yeah.
Imavov does not want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got too close. He was like,
oh
my God, I
gave him another knee up the center in that clinch.
Wow.
I don't know if that really stumbled him or just knocked his balance a little bit, but he's countering him really well right now.
Ooh!
Oh, Ryan Frederick, whoever that is, says it's 1919. What just happened here? Low blow? Let's see it again.
I missed it. I really did.
Yeah.
We were like reading the tweet. It was the tweet. And then I had something here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kyle. Knee right to the baby makers.
Yeah. Right on it. No doubt. Kyle was like, you're okay. You're fine. And Goddard was like, no, we're gonna give him some time to make sure his bits or pieces are in the right place. He was limping though.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like I got hit in the nuts. My left foot or ankle did, and that's what it looked like to me. Like his foot went asleep or something's
like
messed up.
I mean,
And he's kind of walking off.
yeah, you do have. I mean, there's a lot of things that go down your leg that start in the groin, so
Okay.
it's possible
All
that
right.
that could have just hit a nerve there or something. I don't know.
That, or like, I know, like when you're fighting, maybe he hurt it, or messed up his ankle or foot somewhere in round one. But you're
Right.
fighting, don't feel it, all of a sudden you get kicked in the.
And now
And that's like your adrenaline goes somewhere else, and it's like,
Right.
wait, my
Yeah,
foot's not right here.
Right.
Oh, outside leg kick there by Kyle. This is we got a lot of time left. So we have it 2-0 Imavov, but the tweets up there on the broadcast had a lot of 50-50. And then I think I saw one Imavov 2-0. So, ooh,
yeah, that was interesting. Kyle just missed with an elbow there, and then he kind of like tripped him on separation, but he didn't chase him. He got back up. Now they're both in the center. You hate to think that a low blow like that could change the tide of a fight, but it seems he's taken the middle a little bit more than he was earlier in the fight.
Oh, big shot by Kyle.
Hand. Like Grant says, you get one for free, so why not use it, right? Allegedly.
Allegedly, he said it on a live show, and we posted it into a video, which I looked at. It's one of our better, had a ton of views on it.
Yeah. Kyle really working that outside leg kick. And Imavov does not.
Did you see the betting odds? Imavov was like a -400.
Oh, Kyle just missing with that head kick.
Wow. What a long round. We still got 2 minutes left. Feels like a lot has happened in this round. Man, Jelly Roll sitting ringside. Yeah. What a life.
What a life.
Oh, big shot by Imavov. When he gets in that phone booth and throws that 1-2, man, it's pretty.
Yeah, and that was pretty. Like Kyle opened there, and his counter was before Kyle's open landed.
Yeah,
he just quick. Cut it off and just boop.
He is quick.
Oh, no, an eye poke now? Imavov appears to have just eye poked Kyle. Let's see it. Can we get an illegal knee soon, please? Let's
It's a hard view, but it looks like it's up there.
Yeah, you raked it across his eye, yeah. Definitely fingers across the eye, but he's back in the action. Wasn't as much of a poke as we've seen before. Oh, good right hand from Kyle there. Slipped out of the way of the counter. Body kick. Oh. Imavov's counter just maybe misses over the top.
I just like Imavov's demeanor more. I like his feels like he's in the middle of a fight. Kyle, there's just some things I'm just like.
Kyle's looking better the second half of this round, though. Feels like he's a little bit awakened, but I agree with you. Imavov still. I don't think there's enough here to give Kyle the round, but the momentum is sliding where Kyle's doing better, I think. Do you feel the same way or no?
Yeah. No, when Kyle's aggressive, he gets some stuff in for sure. I just don't think he's enough.
Yeah.
And nice overhand right there by Kyle. But look at the strikes. It looks like I'm wrong. I don't know.
And again, better, but I don't know that it's enough to take the round. Round 3's over there. Better. I mean, I felt the shift there, but still, Imavov controlled a lot of that round.
Who we giving it to? I'll let you call this one. I'll let you call it.
I think that's a super close round. I think it's 2-1 Imavov.
Okay, I like that. I'll take
giving Kyle that one.
So we'll go 29-28 because maybe the first round we're off. Maybe so. Kaio's got one round in there for sure.
I think
we
so.
think.
I think first two Imavov for sure, and then I think three is
there we go.
Razor's Edge. What do the comments think?
Why isn't Kaio trying to work more grappling? I agree, Sean. He's tried 4 times, hasn't got any down, but I just don't think he's doing enough different grappling entries. There's just not staying close. He's not going for the back. He did one of those trips that I thought Imavov just a great balance and kind of stayed up. He should try that again.
Yep, and Imavov did a great job, hand on the back of the head that one time, keep him off. So it's not that he hasn't tried, but yeah, maybe he's given up on it since he wasn't successful. Let's see what round 4 brings, folks. Imavov pressuring right off the start here. Oh, good elbow from Imavov. Well, Goddard's given some instructions to Kaio. Kaio just pointed at him, and Goddard kept talking afterwards. Can't see what that was about. They're saying Imavov looks fresh as a daisy.
He looks great. Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah. Kyle looks a little worse for wear. Not much, not bad, but he's wearing it more. The hair always gives away too. Like when your hair's soaking wet and hanging here, like you always look like more bedraggled than someone with a short haircut,
Yeah.
28, 20.
That's what we got, Cejudo.
There you go.
29-28, Adam Martin. Yeah. Same as us. Yeah, there's
there you go.
Not enough attempts.
Another nut kick. He just.
Oh, he's saying what's going on?
Yeah, someone just said 4 takedown attempts is not enough. So whoever said that in our
Sean
comments,
Sterling, the great Sean Sterling.
It's Sean. Man. We love Sean.
What a stud.
Absolutely right. So it's not that he hasn't done it, but he hasn't done it enough.
Oh, man, I love when Imavov puts his feet into the concrete and he's like, I'm throwing.
Yeah.
I got 2 big shots coming your way.
I'm not moving backwards. Good body shot mixed in there.
Ooh, looks like he got him.
Yeah, something. It was
a counter a little left.
Yeah, Kyle was trying to enter, and Imavov caught him on a counter.
Oh, good body work.
Another great body shot. His counter body shot is sick. Oh, outside leg kick from Kyle. That's nice.
Great little weapon that he should throw more.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's going to look back at this fight and just hate it because some of his weapons are awesome. He just doesn't do it enough.
Yeah. Because they're opposite stances, Imavov is doing a really good job of grabbing Kaio's lead hand. And he's used it a few times to pull him in and drop an elbow behind it. It's really slick. And I think that might be a lot of this story too, is that Kaio just is having a trouble with the opposite stance. Oh, nice trip. There you go, Dave. Oh, he didn't finish it though.
Dude, Imavov's got great balance.
Yeah, you mentioned that trip earlier. Same exact thing. Got him 85% of the way down.
Great back and forth.
Yeah. Less than 2 minutes left in round 4 here. Another razor close round here. Need something really big to happen here.
Oh,
yeah. This is Imavov's round so far. Kaio doesn't do something big here to steal it. He's just touching him more. Yeah, see, Kaio needs to get in there and just make it ugly for a little bit. He needs to fight through those counters and just have, what do they call it, the 3-4 after the counter.
Oh, there you go. Look at the strikes, 22-5 for
Imavov. Yeah.
So I was going to say, I think this is his best round.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that body kick's not good enough, Kyle. 45 seconds left in the fourth. That was a nice slip counter there. But Imavov opens and touches him again. Oh, open with an elbow. Didn't work. Imavov grabs him. Back up against the fence to end the round. 20 seconds.
ooh.
Good left hand. Separating from him off the fence. Imavov caught him with the left hand. Kyle still going for that head kick. Not working.
It could be an 0-2 fighting nerds night. Could be an 0-2.
It's 3-1 right now
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I have that.
That was.
And if you said 4-0, I wouldn't hate you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I wouldn't be like, no.
Yeah, we've seen crazier
39,
scorecards. 3-1 for sure.
37 for us here in the Fight Bananas cards.
And we're professional judges, just in case you guys didn't
That's very true.
realize that. We
Coach telling Kyle, go take down. Thank you, Sean Sterling. But no, it's like, I hate to say it's too late. Like
submission.
Yeah. I guess you can get the
If you
submission
can
down
take
there, of
them
course.
down,
But
do
sometimes that takes multiple rounds to layer up and feed. It's tough.
Yeah, he said if you can take him down, do it. You need a submission. If not, think close to him. It's not about the first one. It's about combos. What did I say? He's got to fight through that counter and finish up.
Maybe you should coach for the Fighting Nerds.
God damn, man.
You know?
I tell you.
I heard the pay's pretty good.
When they win.
It's very true.
See, he's squinting like he needs his glasses.
Even that, he's too nice and polite. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the worst intel probably people I'll use.
Nice little combo there.
Oh!
Oh, nice little combo there again by Kyle. But
Kyle's best little
That's
30
it.
seconds.
Go back to it.
And I'll say this 10 times on Tuesday. One of our guys that we like a lot, someone I've talked to for 5 years, Brendan Allen. So Brendan Allen fought Nassourdine Imavov in Paris probably maybe 2 years ago, 18 months ago. And Brandon won the first round. And then rounds 2 and 3 went to Imavov. It was just a wonky little fight. And that was the one. They said Paris drew blood from Brendan Allen like a drug test. You're allowed to be tested, but after a weight cut, it's never really happened before because it's like, hey, they want to eat and drink and all that.
Right.
It's like not the right time to take blood.
Right.
So they took blood away from Brendan Allen in that little time, and Allen said he didn't feel good, but he beat Imavov in that round 1.
Ooh, good elbow from Imavov there. Kyle came back with
I like
one of
that.
his own,
Yeah.
And another one over top right there.
Oh, great counter there by
There you go.
Imavov.
Make it ugly now, Kyle. This is it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. You're in the center of the octagon. If you're going to do it, now's the time. Now he's having a hard time seeing the openings. And he
Great outside
he
leg
can't
kick.
pull the trigger. Less than 3 minutes left in round 5. 3-1, most likely Imavov. Kyle needs a finish here. But again, Imavov is just touching him up. Another eye poke. Oh, boy. Let's see it.
It's so bad. I always think of stuff like this. If he just goes, nope, I can't see. I think it's been too far. Yeah, you're right. It's good. But he has he can talk him his way out of his like, oh, I was coming back. I was going to win. You know what I mean?
Right.
I hate to say that.
I had him right where I wanted him. I was going to knock him out. and just pretend it wasn't a loss. Like
Yeah. Should
Sugar
have shot him
Sean.
out.
Let's see if it's a for real eye poke. Oh yeah, yeah, and a nose pick too. Had one in the nose, one in the eye, right like that.
Yeah.
He was countering, trying to keep him, and that's he's been dealing with that lead hand the whole fight because the opposing stances, and so he's reaching out, and Kai's going in for a punch, and he gets the lead hand right in the face. All right, says, you good? You good? Let's see if he takes a point here. No point. A hard warning. He's poked him in the eyes twice, Goddard.
That always works.
Come on, dude. The first one should have been a hard warning, and you've been talking about his open hand the whole fight.
And that
you
point
gave him
could
instructions.
be ginormous, especially if Kyle did win this round. Could be a draw, but it's wild. They never take. The first one I would take a point away. It's a foul. Like if you hold someone in football, you're like, oh,
next time.
Yeah, no,
unless you're the Chiefs. But.
Very true. Good point, Coach.
Sorry, don't mean to
pour
salt in that wound.
You can keep that up all night.
Yeah, I just
though.
We've had a groin strike and we've had 2 eye pokes. You gave him instructions in the back. What the hell do you do that for? If you're going to teach them in the octagon.
And these guys they fought in the UFC 10. They got 8 fight winning streaks. They know the rules. If you break a rule, you just get a point away.
Right. He's the number 2 ranked middleweight. Take a damn point.
And especially now, it's been the second rule break, and it hasn't been a different rule. It's been the second rule break of the same rule.
Right.
It's like if you're not going to take
the same
it
guy,
I'll just keep poking them all and fight.
Yeah, I'll just give him another poke.
Listen more on Tuesdays, the Fight Banana Show. I think G and L will be back tomorrow morning, Sunday morning brew.
Nice.
2 weeks off.
One minute left in round 5. Significant strikes closer this round. 19-17 Imavov. But that's
funny. Look at Imavov's numbers. They're other than round 1, they're all very similar.
Yeah.
Kaio's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
There's just rounds he doesn't strike, and then some rounds he looks great.
Yeah.
$30 seconds left.
You know, the other thing that, you know, when it's a points fight and you have 3 penalties and no points are taken, you know, Imavov won this fight, but he won this fight on points. He had 2 fouls. You know, like if it's a points fight and you're letting fouls go, it just.
Dude, I love how Imavov saw the clock and just like, hey, I'm letting it loose.
Yeah.
Dude.
He held him up and then let him go right at the clacker.
Good fight. Really good fight.
Yeah. 4-1 Imavov. He couldn't get him out of there, but made his life hell. Yeah, that's a tough loss back to back for the fighting nerds.
Fighting nerds. Dude, it's the fight game.
Yeah.
You just never can't win forever. Even the best in the world, like the Conor goes through the run, you know?
Right.
Unless you're John Jones or Khabib Nurmagomedov. You don't win forever.
Yeah, and the critics of those 2 fighters would have something to say about it too. So that's let's see. Kaio was Armin Petrosian, Muradov. I'm not going to try that name. Michael, Magomedov, Paul Craig, our boy just retired, and Jared Cannonier. So again, a big step up, and you know you can't hold them back forever. So big step up from Paul Craig and Jared Cannonier to the number 2 overall. But decision, KO, decision, submission, decision, technical decision, TKO. All right, let's see. Kaio had more significant body strikes. Imavov had more significant head strikes. All right, let's see. Let's see if we were right with our scorecards, Dave. After 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. 50-45, 49-46. The winner by unanimous decision. Nassourdine. What's his nickname? The Sniper Imavov. So 50-45. We said that one was razor close. So
yeah,
not shocking that they would have a 50-45 in there. I think that's probably very fair because it was a super close round.
Already got a postie. I feel good about that.
Put it out there. Instant. That's the kind of instant reaction you get here at Fight Bananas. Longest active win streaks in middleweight. Nassourdine tied for second with 5 with Hamza, and Anthony Hernandez has 8. Bisping's trying to tell him.
Yeah, like, didn't know how to go. That was great.
Yeah. Considering the circumstances, I'm really happy with my performance. I don't know what it is, but something on my right foot, a tendon in my right heel, that was painful. I would like to have gotten the finish, but I'm satisfied. Dave, groin strike and clarity on your foot. That's all it needs.
Not my first rodeo. No, I thought he looked. I did too. I thought he looked good. Kaio's really, really good. Really talented fighter. Looked good. Big moments. Yeah, I thought I can see something was a tad off. He's got to say Chimaev's name here. Has to. Like, if you're that guy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. There's nobody. Only Driscus is between Hinton and Hamzat. So. Let's see. He just gave a nice narrative in French, and our interpreter is going to tell us what he had to say. Basically said, I'm the next one. There's something in there about 10 years undefeated, but I beat him. I don't know what
Maybe Kaio's been 10 years? I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what he meant by that. Not 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. He's been fighting for 10 years. Nobody's beaten him, but I beat him. Oh, I mean, he has a no contest and 1 loss. But yeah, that's fair. Nobody in the UFC has beaten him, but he did.
I didn't hear him say it or see it, but like he should just not even say Kaio's name. Chimaev, where are you at? Like you gotta,
right?
You gotta do that a little bit. Part of it, especially if there's another fight, Fluffy Hernandez and D Ritter. If Fluffy wins and Fluffy just gets the microphone and yells Chimaev, it's like, okay,
right?
You know,
right?
An American calling out, like,
right?
It's part of it.
And kind of just thanking the crowd, thanking Nassourdine.
He's like too nice.
Yeah. He's got his glasses on. That's why he's always squinting, because he can't see shit. Oh, and Looks like, is that his son? Happy birthday to his son, he's saying? I think Nassourdine was just better than me today. He was very fast, as I was expecting. Wanted to make this fight entertaining for the fans in the UFC. Tried to strike with one of the best strikers in the world. That is why you saw a quick war. Oh, just need to find a way to get my adrenaline back. I need to find some of my, not motivation, but I had no adrenaline. I just couldn't keep it up during the fight. I'm a happy guy here in the UFC. He's just rambling. Thank you for taking my family. What? They took his family? The closed captioning person is struggling tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you were right. Something felt a little off. He just said it. I not my motivation. My adrenaline just wasn't up. Interesting.
Yeah, tough. Maybe,
Yeah.
hey, maybe, like I said, your brother fights right before you, gets choked out. It's a weird feeling in the room. Same coaches. Crazy. But guys, we did it. UFC Paris, officially in the books. Coach Mike and I has been out of the watch along. We had watch alongs by Leah, Destiny. I think John's done one. Elle did one. But UFC 320, is that Poatan and Kalive, October 4th. I think you will see us back here again. Yeah, 320. UFC 320. We'll try to get a guest or two inside the building for you. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So
you all can wish me a happy birthday.
there we go. It'll be a mic off.
Birthday and bananas.
Can't wait for the artwork. Cannot wait. We'll see you guys soon. You're the best. I would assume, I think Jonathan Ramakan's going to do a post-fight show after this. Jillian Robertson and Elle Dawson tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Tuesday, we have 3 guests lined up, I believe, already on the docket. 1 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. We'll do it all again. Appreciate it. We're out. Coach Mike, say something inspirational.
Thank you, guys. I love you all very much.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Later.